Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber Podcast, episode 45. I am your host Everett, aka 2 Beast to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. Oh my god, we are a full crew again for this week. Devin,
What's up, nerd?
JJ.
What's up?
Oh my god. I can't even. I'm starting off this podcast trying to hold in some laughter. Because just before we were recording, Devin has to say his stuff, but hey, we
I
soldier
didn't say
on.
anything. I
We
didn't say anything.
soldier on.
You take your meds, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I mean, fucking Alzheimer's is a terrible disease, and I just know it afflicts old
It's
people like
not
you. And
Alzheimer's, it's old timers disease.
whatever.
Come on, get your head out of your ass. All right.
Mhm. My head's up your ass, so it's hard to get out of my own.
Okay. I don't even know how. I don't know how to respond to that one. All right, so we got another week of gaming news. I'm gonna say we actually got some pretty big stuff this week. Some stuff that pissed off a pretty good amount of people. I I mean there was videos being made left and right from a lot of gaming YouTubers about a specific thing, but we'll get into all that. Before we start talking about the news, JJ, what have you been playing this past week?
I've been playing a lot of classic World of Warcraft still.
More World of Warcraft. Interesting.
Loser.
Yeah, and some Marvel Rivals.
But is that it? Just just the World of Warcraft?
Yeah,
And
Marvel
Marvel
Rivals.
Rivals.
Oh, Marvel. Oh, I didn't hear that part somehow. I think it must have cut off for me. Oh my God, you and your Marvel Rivals.
What? I played Marvel Rivals with JJ. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, buddies.
Yeah, we won the game, bro. I fucking hella clutch some shit, kicked some ass, bro. Easy.
All right. Well then, Devin, what about you? Besides Marvel
Marvel
Rivals or
Rivals,
whatever,
Balatro, and some Avowed.
you play more about?
Mm,
Have you got far in it or just?
not very far. I'm like level 4 now, so not very far.
But you are slowly going through. Are you even? I mean, is it? Are you feeling it?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, like I don't. I mean, I'll probably finish it eventually. It's just gonna take me a while. I feel like I need to just go back. I need to finish Death Stranding, so I think I need to go back and do that before I. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, I need to play some stuff.
You need to finish those games you have before your backlog
Yeah,
gets
just
even
like
bigger.
backlog. That way I can just clear them off my hard drive too. Got to be Death Stranding 1 before Death Stranding 2 comes out. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Did you see that? I think it was this week, right? Did you see that thing that Hideo Hideo Kojima shared, like a new song that was in? I guess it's in Death Stranding, but it was like a music video with like these dancing puppets. It was fucking weird. It was for Death Stranding 2, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, is that like a K-pop band or some shit? Some weird
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
It's look it up. Like look up Death Stranding 2 song. I guess on YouTube. It
Is
was like
it
a music
weird?
video. It's dude. Yeah, it's weird. it's I hey, that's Hideo Kojima for you, right? Like
Does whatever he wants to do, and everyone's just like absolute cinema.
yeah,
Cinema.
yeah. They're just
Fucking
like yeah, no, yeah. I am down for this. Like that's yeah. It's just yeah. I'm looking on Twitter a little bit. You guys know the Oscars was happening right
Yep,
now?
that is
Yeah.
correct. I knew that. Yep.
I did not know that, or not happening right now, but happened today. A bunch of people. I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter complaining that I guess because they do their in memoriam, they didn't mention Michelle Trachtenberg and Tony Todd.
What about OJ?
Did OJ die this past year?
I don't remember when he died, but he died recently.
Yeah, OJ Simpson, famous for I think one Naked Gun movie. Was he in anything else?
No, I think that's it. But he did. I mean, he outside of that, I mean, pretty decent guy, right? By all other accounts, right? There's no other controversies he was a part of, right?
No, I don't think OJ Simpson was part of any kind of controversy in his life.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
no.
Let's see. He came out on 37 movies and shows.
You're fucking kidding me. Really? I would have never
Yeah.
guessed that he was in that many things.
In the Naked Gun series, but I think a lot of them were for like minor roles, like obviously, but Goldie in the Box, or Cocaine and Blue Eyes, and some other shit. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna read the whole list, but that was like the 5 movies on his IMDb.
I would have. I would have never
Yeah,
guessed that he
he
was
actually
in.
passed away last year. It says he passed away last year,
He did pass away last year. What the hell? What's the-
April. Damn, April 10th, 2024.
See, told you,
Jesus.
Everett.
Look, man.
At least,
Time
I know
is.
you're old. You're old, and then, like things just.
Things are just blending together nowadays. Days just. Everything seems like it happened 10 years ago or last week. That's what happens when you're, getting closer to
oh shit,
40.
fuck.
I
Sure.
can't wait for my 40s because everything's going to feel like it happened 20 years ago. And I'll be like, and everyone's going to be like, dude, that happened like yesterday. Oh, yeah, my mind is gone. Hmm. Maybe Alzheimer's is going to get me.
One can
One can
hope.
hope. We both said it. One can hope. All right. So this past week I played a little bit. I was actually playing a little bit more Avowed. Kind of wanted to do like a full, like just do everything kind of playthrough. So I started doing that. I found this awesome flaming sword doing a side quest. That thing is absolutely demolishing everything. Like it's just killing everything. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. Maybe I wasn't supposed to find that sword so early or something. I don't know, but yeah. Now, other than that, I played a little bit of that Splitgate 2. I wanted to play with you guys, but oh no, why would we play that? It's fun, but hey, I guess fun shooters are just not on the menu.
We played Marvel Rival.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's a
god,
fun shooter. That's a hell of a fun
it's
shooter,
okay. It
actually.
may be a fun shooter for you. It's not a fun shooter for me. I'd rather play an arena style shooter
So
like
we have to play. We have to
Splitgate
play the
2.
fun shooter that you like, but you don't play the fun shooter that we like.
I
Got
don't
it.
like Marvel Rivals. This has been discussed, and I've
No, you don't like good games.
no. I don't like Marvel. I don't like hero shooters. That style of hero shooter, like Overwatch and all that stuff. I'm just not a big hero shooter guy. We talked about this, and no, I play the games you guys want to play way too much. We played so much PUBG, and I fucking still hate that game to this day.
Dude, you played in terms of how much PUBG we actually played. You played very little PUBG.
Oh, I know. You guys played a lot more than I did, but I fucking hate PUBG. Like if I want
Oh,
to
PUBG
play,
is goaded, bro.
if I want to play a battle royale
Mm-hmm.
game, I'd rather play Apex Legends,
Which is dead. But okay,
which
go
is
ahead.
dead. Yeah. So then that's
Is
off
it
the
really?
table. I pretty
Yeah, nobody
much,
gives a
yeah.
fuck anymore.
Yeah,
Nobody
no
gives
one
a
gives a
shit,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
like EA's, not a popular enough publisher, and that affects Apex Legends. And then, like, there
I
was
mean, you
all
probably
that.
got people switching over to Marvel Rivals at this point too.
That amen to that, brother.
Yeah, it's probably happening too. But yeah, no, I mean, Apex Legends was what, third when you had Fortnite and PUBG. Then Call of Duty came out with Warzone, so it was relegated to fourth. But like, it's only gonna get, it can only go so far. Like especially too when you look at the other three battle royales, and what are they doing? They're doing stuff like, oh, you want to play as the Ninja Turtles, or you want to
Mm.
play as fucking anybody in Fortnite. Like, what
Yeah, they
can
added the
Apex
Cowboy
Legends do?
Bebop shit. It's pretty tight.
Like Apex Legends had like an anime thing, right? Didn't it?
Yeah, that season, but like I said, they just added some more anime characters from Cowboy Bebop, which is pretty fucking crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, Apex Legends. Yeah, they were. It was never gonna last as long as it could have. Which it's kind of sad. Plus, I think everyone wants them to just make a new Titanfall game, so everyone's just getting frustrated that they're just not doing that.
Well, they should.
They should. They really should make a new Titanfall. Like, give us Titanfall 3, you fucking cowards. Give us Titanfall 3. But hey, what do the fans know? What do the consumers know, right?
The ones that play their
Absolutely
games
nothing.
and shit, they'll give them money. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, the consumers obviously don't know anything. I mean, they're the ones who obviously spend the money, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. You guys got anything you want to add before we actually do get into these? Because this is, kind of a short intro today. today.
Not really, no.
You suck.
Okay. All right. Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news then. We're just gonna start with this one. Skype. Microsoft is shutting Skype down.
Good.
I was like, you guys. I was about to say, you guys sound super torn up about it.
I haven't
No.
used
I
Skype in
mean,
like
they
fucking
based.
14 years.
I mean, they turned Microsoft. I mean, like, because like I use Teams for work, and they basically turned like Skype just kind of like went inside of Teams because like there's video conferencing ability within Teams. Like so, like yeah, the whole Skype program's dead. But if you have Microsoft Teams, like the Skype technology is still being used. So it's not like one program's fucking dead, but it's not like I don't know. Yeah, it's gone, but yeah, I mean it's not like really gone. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, yeah, like who uses Skype nowadays? Like, if you for your business stuff for business, yeah, they use Teams, and then obviously Discord is huge. What was the other thing that was like gain a lot of
TeamSpeak?
popularity? What was it?
TeamSpeak? Like for gaming shit?
No, no,
TeamSpeak,
no,
Skype?
no.
Are you thinking of Zoom?
Zoom.
Oh, Zoom.
Zoom gained a
Zoom.
lot of popularity like during COVID and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, Microsoft with Skype, they got complacent. They're just like, well, everyone's just going to use our product because everything else is shit. And at the time it was. And then, like, and then a big giant global pandemic comes along and they're like, well,
I mean,
fuck.
that's the thing. It sucks. Microsoft kind of like they have the. Here's the thing. I don't like that Microsoft has like a lot of the times they have like the better product when it comes to certain things. Like Mixer was better than Twitch, I think. But like you're not as popular as Twitch. You have to do stuff to become popular. And I mean they spent a bunch of money on Ninja or whatever, but like they just didn't keep
And
pushing
Shroud,
at it.
right?
And Shroud, I think too, yeah. But they just didn't keep pushing at it and then just were like, you know what, we're gonna shut it down. Or like the Windows Phone. I think the Windows Phone would have been like number one if they kept pushing it. Maybe not number one because I mean people are gonna always want to go for iPhone, but I think it could have at least overtaken Android if they just kept pushing at it because the Windows Phone was very good, but they were just like, it doesn't look like we're catching up, whatever, shut it down. Same thing with Skype, like they just do that. I mean, I'm surprised that they still have an email Outlook. Yeah, they're not like, oh, Gmail's everyone's going for Gmail. Microsoft does kind of have a tendency to like not keep pushing at whatever products they have if they don't like catch up, you know, within like a short amount of time. And it's like, especially the thing is when you're entering a new space, you kind of have to go at it for years. Like, and you can't fuck up either because I mean, like the Xbox probably would have overtaken if they just wouldn't have been stupid by the end of the 360 and the start of the Xbox One. But that's something else. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I don't know. Skype was pretty cool, but I mean, what? Remember, Devin? We had to use it for a while, or we were using it for a while to
Well, the only
when we
time
were
I
playing
really
games.
used it was when like like when either one of us got like banned from like voice chat.
Well,
We have
yeah,
to use it like that.
yeah.
So
That probably didn't help. Yeah, now you could just Discord's just on the Xbox. Like you just talk through Discord on the Xbox.
get on Discord.
Discord is
Hey
Discord.
Brian, get on Discord.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't even see when they were shutting it down. That's how much I didn't care. I'm just like, oh, it's just a little quick thing.
I think I had a picture like a long fucking time ago. Let me see. Like from I think when like Xbox like acquired Skype or some shit.
Fuck. They acquired
Yeah.
Skype.
Yeah, this is I took a screenshot of this from like Facebook. It's actually January 1st, 2014, and I took the
I was saying,
screenshot.
yeah, mid 20. I was gonna say the mid 2010s. It was 2014. Seems like
Yeah,
it does
it's
seem like it would have been a
How much did
lot
they pay
longer.
for it?
how much they pay for Skype?
Yeah.
Uh,
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up because I want to say they probably.
8.5 bill.
I was gonna say it was in the billions.
Yeah, 8.5 bill. But
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
they bought them in 2011. But this is the message that Skype posted on their fucking Facebook in January 1st, 2014. They're like, don't use Microsoft emails, Hotmail, Outlook. They are monitoring your accounts and selling it to the government.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, more details soon. Hashtag SEA. I'm
That's
like, that's weird. Like, that's just fucking random as shit.
that's pretty fucking hilarious. That is
And I'm like,
actually
I'm gonna
hilarious.
screenshot just for some, that's just a weird seeing that post or some shit on fucking Facebook.
That's funny.
I used to use Skype all the time though.
No, I actually did use Skype a lot. Like, I want to say, yeah, maybe like 2010, 2011. I used it a lot. I used it a lot because I had a girlfriend who liked to do video chatting. She always wanted to video
Yeah,
chat,
she
so we
did.
use. Well,
Mm-hmm,
no,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
unfortunately,
did.
no,
Yeah, we already know.
unfortunately, no sexy stuff. But that's how she wanted to, and so we use Skype. I
You can
think
sell
I
stuff.
actually did use it on my Xbox, and she used it on her computer. But yeah. Other than that, I think I use Skype. Yeah, just basically, well, yeah, when me and Devin needed. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to use Skype. But now that Devin mentioned it, yeah, it is like coming back to like, oh yeah, yeah, there's a ban. Yeah, gonna have to use Skype. Oh my
I said
god.
something bad to someone in Gears.
I kind of call.
Allegedly.
I
Allegedly.
allegedly. I have allegedly said a racial slur that might have ended.
Nah,
Might have ended
never.
with an R, started with a B. Like, yeah, I would just be like, yeah, Devin, you called me a beaner, so I reported you.
That never happened.
You're like, that never happened. Like, I swear, you're like, I did not say any racial slurs to Everett Morales. Oh my god. Damn, there were some good times with Skype then, apparently. Oh well.
So you're saying Skype hides racists? That's all I hear.
You know what? Skype is for racists. That's why it's being shut down. Because it is the
Mm.
year of our Lord Odin 2025. You cannot have racism over the internet. There's no place for racism on the internet. Unless you're on Twitter. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. All right, so Pocketpair, the developers of Pal World, your guys' favorite Pokemon clone slash survival game slash creation game. I don't know. I just thought this was a funny story. They gave their staff the day off because of for the release of Monster Hunter because they were apparently someone were saying like, oh, they were feeling a little sick going up to that point. So they said, you know what, fuck it, you all get the day off. Everyone got the day off so they could play some Monster Hunter.
Good.
Kind of a nice little.
Good for
I
them.
mean, uh, honestly, that's I like that because it's a good little thing. Like and we're gonna talk about the big one that happened this past week. But how many stories come out of like, or not story, but like how much just news? It's just another studio's gone, or we're getting more layoffs and this and that. You know, it is nice, yeah, right. To just like, here's a
A
little.
wholesome story.
Yeah, like we have like a good feel good. Hey, you know what, guys? Take the day off. Go play Monster Hunter.
Someone should have DDoS attacked him, like powered to shut down servers
And there
so
goes
no one could
Devin.
play.
There goes Devin taking something that's supposed to be wholesome and like, how can I twist this?
Just saying that wouldn't it be funny, and then they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta call someone in to fix this. Call someone for work."
I know, right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, yeah. I mean, more stuff like that. Like, we get more stories like that, where it's like, oh, we just hired 100 new people, or we just gave more money to our staff, and this is that. It's way too many. Just more people laid off. I don't know. This one's a nice one to have out there floating around. Okay, let's talk about this one because I know JJ definitely likes this one. So, Bloober team they did the Silent Hill 2 remake.
That is correct.
It was Silent Hill 2. They made like some other games too, right? They did that Blair Witch
And they did
game,
the
I
Blair
think.
Witch game.
Yeah, they did
Yeah, they did the
the
Blair
Blair Witch
Witch.
game.
They
What was
did
that
that.
one?
This is the art one.
Um,
They did Medium.
they did the medium, but yeah, what was that art? Layers of Fear, right? Is
Yeah,
that's
yep.
the
Layers of Fear.
which
Yep.
actually did beat the first game. I kind of liked it. It is a walking simulator though, which is what they were basing. Isn't that what they basic all their games were up until at least the Silent Hill 2 remake was just basically walking simulators?
I only play like Layers of Fear for a little bit. I played Medium until like maybe halfway. But I kind of.
Yeah, well,
I,
go ahead.
I know Blair Witch. I think Blair Witch was. Yeah, I think that was a walking simulator for sure. I think it's just all suspenseful. Try to
Mm.
be spooky.
Well, Bloober team, they're partnering with Konami for a new game. So I guess they must have really liked the work that they did with that Silent Hill 2 remake. Um, I couldn't find anything. I don't think it even said maybe that if it's going to be a new Silent Hill game
It's
or maybe another
probably gonna be a
remake.
Silent Hill game.
But I would assume so, right? Yeah. That
Yeah,
they.
I thought I saw something. We were gonna be working on the Silent Hill 1 and 3 remakes, supposedly.
Yeah, I would be very shocked if Bloober Team. I mean, maybe it's a new IP, but I would be very shocked if they're not going to do another Silent Hill. Just because it's like, okay, you guys showed you could do a Silent Hill game, so now do it again.
I
The
mean,
media is supposed to be like their Silent Hill because they use a lot of inspiration from the Silent Hill series for that
well,
game.
apparently
Yeah.
they wanted to make a Silent Hill game, but they couldn't get it done, so that's what they did is made the medium. That's like
Yeah.
that's like the story behind it. Like they've been wanting to make like a Silent Hill game, and just they were never able to get it done. Obviously, until they did the remake. But I don't know. I mean, if I were Konami, yeah, let them. I guess let them take over.
Let them cook.
But no,
Yeah,
I'd
because
say
these people like the game. Imagine hiring people that are very passionate for the project and IPs and shit. It's
yeah, right.
crazy. Dude.
Like, yeah. Oh, you mean these people who like the actual like series that they're going to be working on? So they're going to try to make a good game because they want it to be a good game because they're like, hey, yeah, we love this franchise, so we don't want to put out bullshit. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Not a lot of, unfortunately, not a lot of what do you call it? Publishers do that. They
Common
just,
sense.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, if I'm Konami, maybe not straight out. I don't know. Maybe it might be an eventual like they'll buy Bloober team or whatever. But if I'm them, I'm like, hey, you guys just want to run Silent Hill? We need more Silent Hill games. You let that be a thing.
Yeah, they can work something else. Yeah, since they already have like 2 in the works already.
Yeah, no, because like that's the thing, like especially for Konami, like because what their last new game they put out was what? Was it that Metal Gear Solid or was it a solid game?
You mean Metal Gear Survive?
So it wasn't Metal Gear
Yeah,
Solid Survive. It was just Metal Gear Survive. Have they put out a new game since then?
I don't think
I
so.
thought so. I thought there was.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe they have, but I don't know.
if they
Yeah, but
have,
it's like one of those, like it's like an indie game, one of those ones.
like, yeah, if they
That,
have, it was like, yeah, like a downloadable, like side scroller or something. As far as I know, it's just been like, um, they've just been doing like remasters and stuff. They're not actually putting out.
But they had that. Didn't they have like that really shitty Silent Hill like phone game that was like episodic content or some shit?
Yeah, they
that's
did, didn't they?
fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah. So
They
like
did.
that.
It's just more. It's just, honestly, it's just an interactive one, dude. Like that's all it was. People
Yeah,
get to
this has
vote
been their
and shit.
first good, like the Silent Hill 2 remake has been their first good game since Metal, like, I mean, like Metal Gear Solid or whatever the 5 was good, but
Okay, when did
in
Metal
terms
Gear
of
Survive come out?
I want to say 2018. That's my guess.
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to
Or
look it up, but I
2018,
can't.
2018. February 2018. I was right. Hold my date.
Why isn't it on this list of their games? Or is this just?
Dude, it's Metal Gear Survive, bro. Nobody
Well, no,
wants this
I'm
shit on
looking
there.
at a list of their games, but for some, is this just all arcade games? If this is just their arcade games, yeah, that makes sense because it's just because that was the main thing, right? Like once they stopped actually putting out console games, it's because they were focused on like what pachinko machines and their spas or some shit like that too.
yeah,
Like so fucking weird,
not
dude.
great.
That's such a weird. I guess okay, eFootball. They put that out. That's a new
Yep, there you
video game. So
go.
that's them. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm looking at these games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection is a remasters. I guess Contra Operation Galuga is a new game. But yeah, no. Eden Zero. That's a game that's coming out this year that's new. But yeah, they don't really make a lot of games anymore or release a lot of games. So yeah, I think the next thing on their agenda should probably be trying to find someone who would be like maybe like for Castlevania, a new Castlevania game.
Yeah. I really like the Castlevania games, like the hack and slash ones. I know they didn't like the second one didn't get good scores or whatever, but I really enjoyed those games.
I mean, I played pretty much like 90% of old school gamers. I played Symphony of the Night, and I actually did the whole thing too. I don't think I got every achievement on that because I played it through the Xbox 360. I don't think I played any other. Oh no, I did. What were those ones that came out on the 360 that were like? At least the first one was well received. I don't know about the second one.
That's what I was saying. That's what the ones that played kind of similar, like God of War and stuff. I
Yeah, I
don't
know. I'm trying
remember the
to.
names, but I enjoyed those ones. The
Lords
second
of
one didn't get great
Shadow.
reviews, something like that.
I think they're Lords of Shadow.
Yeah, I think so. Because that one had a sequel, right?
Well, there was like 3 games actually. There was like an arcade game as well, like a downloadable only one, like a side scroller. I don't remember what it was called. It was like Lords of Shadow something.
Yeah, Lords of Shadow, and then Lords of Shadow 2, I think. I remember. Yeah, I remember that cover art at GameStop.
Yeah, the guy like just yeah.
It's like it's white and black. That's cool.
I have to look it up. What was the Lords of Shadow? Like, because yeah, there was Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, but what was the other one called? Mirror of Fate. That was like the. I think it. Yeah, it was on the 3DS, but it got released on like yeah, it was a 3DS game, and then it got released for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
That is cool. Good for them.
Good for you,
I don't.
Everett,
Yeah.
for looking that
Well,
up.
because what? So I'm trying to think. So what else does Konami have? Because there's Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Silent Hill. But what else? More maybe more Bomberman.
Bomberman, bro. Bomberman.
Did you ever? Did you guys ever play that Bomberman game that was on? I think it was an arcade title game on the 360.
Or what? Oh.
I don't remember what it was called. It was Bomberman something. It was just have you guys even played a Bomberman game?
I mean, long ass time ago.
And I'm not
Yes,
talking
I have
about that
the.
Bomberman, what Act Zero or whatever it was called, where they were like, here's this gritty, realistic Bomberman that actually I think still played just like Bomberman. It just looked different.
You know what? Yes, I have actually. And you're not gonna guess on what console I played it on.
N64?
Everett, what do you think it
GameCube.
was on?
GameCube.
Ooh, close.
So the
Game Boy
Wii.
Color.
Oh, Game Boy Color. Oh shit.
Pocket Bomberman.
Yeah.
That's the only Bomberman I really played. I wanted to play the one on Switch because there's an Easter egg of getting this Pyramid Head costume.
Yeah, at least I got the right console manufacturer.
So did ever you got you got Nintendo, so
Yeah, Nintendo.
now I was
All right.
surprised. I was like, damn, close.
Yeah, we need more stuff from Konami. We need more new games from Konami, but hopefully good games. I don't know. Hopefully maybe this is them getting back into actually publishing stuff. If they're going to be like, okay, you guys can work on some more Silent Hill. They're going to have their Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Maybe hopefully that sparks some interest in, although I don't know. If you have a new Metal Gear game, can you really do a new Metal Gear game without Kojima?
Yeah, just
I
make
mean,
it.
you can, but like,
Probably just
you're
do
not
a
going to
bunch of
have that.
fucking. Just do a bunch of drugs and make up
Yeah.
the story, and you'll probably be fine.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! All right. Hey, all right, cool. All right then. That's what you need to do. You need to be
That's a bunch
high
of like
off fucking
creative.
shrooms.
Yeah, a bunch of creatives come up with stuff, and bada bing,
yeah.
bada boom. So the
Besides,
Beatles
like
did.
the next thing Konami will probably be smart to do is guess what? Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster.
Dude,
Get
why
it
do
off
we
the
not
fucking
have
PS3.
I
Yeah,
hate that.
I think they're just working their way up to it.
Yeah. I'm be surprised like after the third one and see how that
I
goes.
hate that game right now is relegated only to the PlayStation 3. If you want to play that game, you have to have a PlayStation 3. Which actually, thank you to Zip, I think it's called. It's this app where it's like, oh, you can pay stuff in payments. I was able to get a PlayStation 3 on eBay. It's coming in.
Oh, is this a sponsor?
Yes, this is a sponsor. I'd like to talk about today's sponsor, Zip. No, anyways, um, yeah, like I'm getting a PlayStation 3 coming in, so I could, because I actually do own
The
them.
fat one? The fat one?
No, it's
The slim?
was
I
it
hope
the
it
third?
comes broken.
Was it the third iteration or the second iteration? Devin, do you remember the one that was like it was there was they had it wasn't it's not the red one. I'm getting a black one, but Remember the God of War version one that was just all red?
Yeah,
Was that the second or third iteration of the PlayStation 3?
it's like third.
The third. So I guess I'm getting one of those, like that version, the third one, the one that's I guess the
I
grill.
hope
They
yours
call it
is
the grill.
busted.
It's like completely fixed up and everything, or else I wouldn't have got that one.
No, I hope it's busted though.
Yeah, so are refurbished fucking consoles at GameStop.
Well, GameStop. Like I never trusted that. Uh, Look, I know you guys work there and everything, so I don't want to poo-poo them too much, but I never trusted GameStop for any of their shit, like for their used stuff. I I've told you guys. I know I've told you this.
I think it also depends on the area you're in, obvious, because like the
Yeah,
used stuff that you get in is from used people in the area. Our area was a little bit nicer, so like, and especially us working there, if we ever used stuff came in like used controllers or whatever, some people would trade in like brand new looking shit, and we'd buy that. But yeah, I
Like
mean like
it's like that
yeah,
one. Remember that one chick like traded in like the special like when Xbox One just came out, the Xbox employees got the white console only.
yeah,
She traded that shit in.
hmm
I mean, and then we convinced some kid to get it. I'm like, dude, if you don't buy this, we will buy it. Like it's a like you'll never get this. And what the Xbox said, we made this on it too,
yeah.
on the cons. She kept the
nope.
controller though. It kind of
But
sucked.
I think yeah, you did kind of even hit the nail on the head a bit. Like the people that work there probably did matter a lot as
It,
or
it
not probably
was, and then the
mattered a
area,
lot.
the people, and the
Like yeah,
area
the
that you're
area.
living in,
No, but
because
like
like
yeah.
if you're in like downtown Portland, like you're gonna get like people stealing stuff and
Like
doing all
that's
that
a
stuff. But
brand new
we're
copy from fucking Target, isn't it? No. Like you fucking meth out of your mind. No, I'll take this elsewhere,
I don't know.
bitch. It's
I
like,
mean, here in LA, like the GameStops, I don't know. I don't want to make it a blanket term or blanket like statement. I mean, but
yeah, they're
like
going out of business. Who
The
cares?
GameStops suck here. Like they've sucked for years. And like the only reason I went to them is because like if I really wanted video games, that was like the spot to go. Obviously, if I wanted something new, I could have always went to like Target or Walmart or whatever. But like if I wanted something that was maybe a little older, there was nowhere to go. But like as I got older, and I just swear they kept getting worse and worse. Like I know I've told you guys this story before, but like the one thing that fucking story that always sticks out in my head is that day I bought Darksiders 2. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it used. Because I was like, oh, I'll save $5. I won't spend 60. I'll spend 55 or whatever. I'll save $5. I go to
Well,
put
you
the
obviously didn't have a membership card then.
yeah, but
Loser.
I go. It is a Darksiders 2 case. It's a Darksiders 2 case. So I have no like whatever. I didn't really look at the disc. I put the disc in the fucking Xbox, go to start the game, and it's Darksiders 1. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The thing that makes the story even worse is that when I fucking go and return the game, I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't the right game. And the guy's like, what do you mean? I'm like, this is Darksiders 2. And his exact fucking quote was, what's the difference? I wanted to jump over the fucking counter and strangle that asshole. So
well,
what's
he's
the
not wrong, but I get it.
No, no, there is a difference because Darksiders 1 and Darksiders 2 actually are almost completely different games. Yes, they're both hack and slash, but Darksiders 1's more linear, while Darksiders 2 is more of an open world, almost RPG.
Open world. Okay, calm down. It's just another Legend of Zelda clone. Calm
It's
down,
more
buddy.
like yeah, it's closer
Okay,
to
little buddy.
Zelda. It's closer to Zelda like Ocarina of Time. That kind of stuff. Maybe not open world, but like that. I mean, because there's like side quests and stuff too. That's why. But
That is correct. I also played it. I got the collector edition.
with the
I didn't
mask,
buy
yeah.
it used. Yep. I
But yeah.
still have it hiding somewhere, but yeah, I have it. No, I have it in my office. That's what it is. I have it in my office next to my Dark Souls statues.
So no, if someone's gonna say what's the difference, first of all, one is a
What's
one
the
for
difference?
like if okay. First of all, one says 2 on it, the other one doesn't. But yeah, no, they are like different.
That's just work dum dum. Like the fuck?
No, you know what the thing is too? I remember I went to that GameStop another time and I bought I think a headset there. And it was that same dude. And when I went home, the headset didn't work. I was like, "Oh, this headset is completely broken." It was a brand new one. No, no, no. It was a brand new one, but for some reason they had used shit in it. I'm like, "Wait, how the fuck did this happen?" So I went back and the guy was just like kind of playing dumb, like he didn't understand. I was like, "Are you actually retarded, or you're just doing this because you think I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, never mind then." I oh god, I
I
I
think he
don't
just
No,
know.
didn't like you.
yeah,
If
I
he
don't
didn't
know. I
like
think
me,
we're pretty good. I think obviously like putting the games in the wrong section sometimes does happen just because the way the alphabet and if somebody fucks up.
hmm.
But again, we
Yeah.
always check it every time. And I think I was just super like I think Devin also like when we taking trades, it's like if would we buy that shit for $60 or $59? Well, 50 for us because we had rewards cards. But like we know we fucking wouldn't. Like fuck no. Like why would I have somebody else do it?
Look, man, I never liked getting the GameStop reward shit. Like I never thought it was worth it. And then it got, like after a while, it got even less worth it. Like I don't know if they still do it this way or whatever, but it's just like, oh, once a month you get like a $5 fucking
Yeah,
whatever.
they still do that.
Yeah, once it
Like
switched to that, it wasn't worth
it's
it.
like,
But
what the fuck are you talking about? Because didn't they? It did. There was like a point system, right?
Yeah,
I
that's all
think
my
that
point.
I think that's what it was. I like that, but they stopped doing that years ago, and so like it just
no,
has
the
not
point
been worth it.
system's still there.
It's still there.
Like all my points got reset because apparently it's fucking dog shit.
I see.
I don't know.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
know
know.
why. Because like last year, they're like, wow, you saved $500. I'm like, they're like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't know. That good.
I don't know.
Like I don't fucking shop here. Like,
I don't know. Fuck GameStop. GameStop sucks. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing.
fuck game fucks, dude. Like, get out of here.
Fuck. The only thing that good that's ever come from GameStop is the GameStop blowjob. Look it up, internet. Look it up. GameStop blowjob. All right. So,
Hey, children are on YouTube.
huh?
Children are on YouTube. That's disgusting, bro.
Oh, look. I marked this podcast as not for kids. All right. We are an adults podcast.
This is the Gaming Chamber podcast, like after hours.
Yeah, gaming chamber after dark. Oh my god. All right. Speaking of one slop to another slop, apparently. Call of Duty. We'll go with this one first. Activision confirmed that they do AI content for Call of Duty. Like, let me see. Where's the tweet? It was like a yeah, here we go. I guess like the little disclaimer. Yeah, AI generated content disclosure. The developers describe how their game uses AI generated content like this. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets. Uh, obviously that's gotten a lot of people in a tizzy because nobody likes AI. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't fucking care. Like they were using it to like, do stuff like, oh, here's like a loading screen and shit. I don't care. Like I really don't care.
Oh, so you just hate people having jobs? Got it.
I mean, they're doing it just to put out like content like that just real quick. Obviously, if they're like making it, if it's like making a whole new map and stuff, like that's no, they shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. It's a picture of a zombie Santa Claus, okay, or a zombie in a Santa Claus outfit or whatever. Like stuff like that. I don't. People need to relax a little bit. If it starts like making actual like big big time shit, yeah, okay. Like then we have an issue because Now that's
But I think
active.
I think that's why people are freaking out, because they don't want it to lead to that.
Yeah, I
Well,
say like it does like to do a screen like a
Slippery
loading
slope.
screen here, it's a little screenshot here, but then it's gonna be like okay, maybe let them make a skin. Okay, let's make it. It just gets further and further.
okay, so when we start
And,
getting to that point, then start
yeah,
making the fucking fuss.
But that's why
it's like
they're trying to
it's like
nip it in the bud right now, dude. That's the whole point.
That's
I think like if it depends on like how it like I think I watched Most Critical like a video like a while ago talking about like there's a boss that uses AI that adapts to the player's movements and shit like that, so it learns throughout the fight. Like that's pretty crazy,
that is
But when it's
absolutely
just
crazy.
but like again, that's a different way of using the AI, system for that instead of just being like, let's just have somebody just mass produce this random art. Fuck it, who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know, it's random art, but I mean, aren't they like trying to fight that too anyway? Like game unions and stuff or developer unions, they're still trying to like make sure that actually doesn't happen, where it becomes like a replacement for the person, like for actual like big things like actual like maps and levels and games. Although I mean, we have Elon Musk wanting to actually use AI to make games, but
Yeah, Elon Musk is
Bro can't
the
even play
biggest
fucking video
dipshit in
games,
the
bro.
world.
He has to pay people to play a game for him. The fuck?
honestly, I want that to happen. I want him to actually open up a studio, that studio actually make a game, because I just want to see how bad it would be. Because damn well it's not going to be a good game.
Yeah.
And
I know he's
honestly,
got so much money, but like, I hope he opens up 1,000 game studios and tries to make games. You know what? Open up 1,000 studios. Waste your money on that.
well, no, see, actually, it'd probably be perfect, because if he made a game, like had a studio that made a game using AI, and then it flopped super bad, it might actually deter, other publishers be like, ooh, yeah, maybe we shouldn't. If it
Just have him do
flops like
Destiny
super
3,
hard,
bro.
huh?
Have them do Destiny 3 and make that shit fucking. Oh,
Destiny 3.
yeah, he just be still dog shit.
I
Right?
mean, at this
Won't be that
point,
hard.
at this point, it probably would have to make Destiny 3, because I don't know if Bungie's gonna last that much longer. I really don't think they're gonna be around
Good.
to
Same
make
with
a
Ubisoft,
Destiny
I
3.
think, right? I think was I sent that like was it that reel, right? Devin, like they're faking you can pre-order fucking currency. Like
Yeah.
you fucking
Wait.
you
Hold
have
on,
to do that shit, bro.
hold on. You can pre-order currency for like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Yeah. You haven't. So
Oh
obviously,
my
this is why I
god.
said earlier you're not active in the chat.
On
You got to
Discord?
stay active in the in our Instagram
Okay,
chat.
if it's on Instagram, I don't look at Instagram enough, like in the chat.
It
It
sounds
has to
like
be in Discord.
you and your
Yeah.
coworker are talking a lot in Instagram.
Yeah. Well, because look, you guys send so much shit that I mute
We
the
really don't.
notifications. Yeah, you really
Honestly,
do.
yeah.
You really do. You
No,
really do.
I let Devin send a lot because sometimes I might see the same shit he does, because like sometimes we're getting that same
You
algorithm
guys
like
really do.
fucking
You
flow.
guys really do. So there's a few people, like I even have another coworker who actually sends a lot. I'm like, dude, you don't need to send me 20 fucking reels. I have his
We send like
notification on mute.
5 a day.
Okay, you send more than that, but all right. You might you
Well,
slowed down in recent weeks, but oh my god, at one point, yeah, it kept going and going. I'm like, dude, I gotta like mute this. And it just kept going off and going off. I'm just like, I mute. Obviously I could go into the conversation and everything, and it shows up at like if I'm in the Instagram app, it shows up on oh yeah, you got a new message or whatever. But I had to mute those notifications, so that's why I don't go into that chat as much. The the Discord chat is where I go. That's where you guys are good. That's where I pay attention to.
yeah.
And so okay, then I post all my fucking
Oh
reels on the
God,
Discord.
fuck. Oh my god. All right, let's just continue with the Call of Duty stuff. So apparently this year's Call of Duty, they're still gonna release it on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. it's still being developed for those older gen consoles. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, I guess there must just be a player count, but I mean, it's just wasted time. But obviously, there's got to be people on them if they're making them. There has to be people using them.
Yeah, it's just fucking opinion, fucking stupid.
I mean,
But
we were talking about it.
I mean, we're
last
fucking
week, right?
almost into the next. Like, I mean, there's rumors like the next fucking consoles are coming out, and it's just like, if you don't, like, no offense, but if you don't have like the new, if you don't have a Series S at this point, even like, you don't deserve to play Call of Duty with the rest of us. I know
yeah, it's like,
that may sound elitist, but like,
You know
a
what?
Series
No.
S, you can get those on sale for like $200.
Yeah,
Like,
no. Honestly, if you are a console gamer and you don't have either PlayStation 5 or even like a Series S, you just probably stop
because
playing
like,
games.
I swear, and also it's not even just like the elite, but I swear when previous generations, like, I don't think when like we went from PS3 to PS4, there was like that many Call of Duties were released like
no, I felt like
on the
it's literally
previous.
just one fucking COD. Like you had that 1 year's
Like
COD,
yeah,
and
like
then it's like,
Ghosts, and then I don't think like the next year COD got
what was it?
released.
What was? No, I think there was. I think Black
So
Ops
Okay, so
3
okay,
like
because
came
one.
out, but it
Ghosts,
did not have a campaign. It did not have a campaign at all. It was just only
yeah,
one
Yeah,
player.
Advanced Warfare was on that previous gen. Black Ops 3 was on the previous gen. You know what? I want to say Infinite Warfare might have been as well.
Infinite Warfare? No, I don't think so.
Fuck. Now I gotta check. Maybe Infinite Warfare was the first one.
Yeah, because like that one had the COD 4 remastered, and I think that was the one that made people like upgrade to the new shit.
So if we look, it got
Yeah, 2016.
released. No, uh, Infinite Warfare was released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Okay, so that one didn't come with COD 4 though, right? I think that's the one that didn't come with. Damn, holy fuck!
So what was after Infinite Warfare?
That one had to have been Black Ops 4, right?
So I'm pretty sure Black Ops 4 then was the first one where they're like, oh yeah, we're not on the. Wait, no, I said Xbox One, and we're talking about from 360 to Xbox One, right?
yeah, like the
Oh yeah.
360 PS3 era to the PS4.
So no, yeah, Infinite Warfare. No, Infinite Warfare is the first one where they were not on PS3 and Xbox 360. That's what. I don't know why I got my wires crossed and thinking from
Okay.
last gen to this gen. So from the
Oh,
360 PS3 gen, yeah,
How
to the
many
PS4, it
years?
was.
no, I
So
don't.
that would have been what, 3 years?
Okay, and then so I mean, this generation's been out for 2019 because this came out
Yeah,
2019.
Because yeah,
so we're almost
Infinite Warfare
5.5
came out in
years.
2016, and the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 came out in 2013, right? So 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Because what, these consoles came out in 2019, right? Yeah. Fuck. Why? Yeah, we're
How
6 years
many
in.
people? How many? And like, you see people using like their PS4s. Like, there's been like reels and videos of it. It sounds like fucking airplanes taking off. Like those consoles aren't made to be running the games that like we're playing right now. So they need to fucking stop.
I
Like,
know. Was
because
it
now
like
we're going on year 5, so they're getting 2 extra years
No,
of
year
Call of
6.
Duties.
If they came out in 20,
yeah?
the console came out in 2019. It's
29, yeah, well, yeah, so yeah,
26.
they're getting
Fuck. Yeah. No,
Because like
like we're gonna get the next. Like it's gonna be by the next time they announce the next console generation, they'll be like, oh yeah, so we're not gonna make CODs on uh for your PS4 and your Xbox Ones. It's like, okay, like who the fuck even owns those things anymore?
it's weird, man. I just don't know why people just don't upgrade. Yeah, especially with the like cheaper options like the S and
like the
And
thing.
like you can get PS4 or you can get like just wait till they're on sale. Like PS5s, Series X, like you could get a Series X like this holiday season. Like there's a bunch of places that had Series X's for $300. Like if you're a console gamer and you like, it's like just save like $50 a month and then put that aside and then you can buy a console. Like I don't know.
And the funny thing
Well,
is, like, it should be like, hey, guess what? You don't have to buy Call of Duty anymore because guess what? You're on Game Pass, so just do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on Xbox, like, okay. You know what the fuck?
Well, the thing is too, like I had a coworker, like he was like, you know what? I feel like I want to get one of the newer consoles. Should I get a PlayStation 5 or a Series X? I was like, it depends on what you want to play or whatever. And honestly, are you even going to play it that much? I ended up convincing him to buy a Series S because he's like, oh yeah, I could just download games, and he was going to get a Game Pass subscription because he doesn't care about like what do you call
Hard
it?
drive's gonna fill up in like 2
Well,
seconds.
no, see, so here's the thing. He's one of those gamers that's like, oh no, he wants to play the new Madden and he wants to play new Call of Duty. I was like, okay, I have the perfect solution for you. Just get a Series S and get Game Pass. That was it. Because, like, yeah, Game Pass, he could just play Call of Duty. And, like, when the new Madden comes out, he'll buy the new Madden. Oh, and the new NBA 2K games. So when those comes out, he'll just buy them on and that's it. Because he said he doesn't go into the stores. He'll just go ahead and buy it on the actual console. Series S is kind of like if you've been waiting this long to get a console, like just you should have just at least gotten a Series S. Series S is probably the perfect just get a console and you'll play the newer games. And yeah, because what Series S is 300, right? And like you were talking about, you can get them when they go on sale. They probably go down to like 200, 250 and shit. So I mean, obviously, there's the people who care about graphics. So, like, oh, it's not full 4K or whatever it is. But I don't know. I played a Series S. It's not like, like at first, I had a Series S and I was playing Assassin's Creed. Fuck, what was it called? Valhalla? Yeah, right. It's not
Yeah.
like it look. It's not like it looked terrible. But I don't know. I don't know. Especially too, like if you just end up playing like a Call of Duty mainly. You're just playing Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty is gonna, it's not. It's never been like graphically intensive like that. So the Series S is still like, I don't know. I don't know. 6 years
not
though.
know?
6 years, man. Yeah. And now that you're like putting it into perspective, 6 years into the console generation,
Hmm.
and they're still making games for the fucking older consoles.
Is that like I don't know? I was just throwing an idea. Like, is that the reason why some games might get a little expensive because they do some games just spend so much money on that shit to cater to the older consoles?
Hmm.
I mean,
Right? Because
it's
it's like,
wasted development time. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you might be correct on that. Because
I'm not
probably
saying
not
like
even like that they're, because the thing is, they probably, you know what, you might be right because it's like the main developer probably is having like a
I mean,
support
they've
studio
talked.
help.
Other developers have talked about like that's why certain games like it costs more to come out on Xbox because they have to develop for the Series S and X. So I
Having to
mean,
develop for the
if
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 might,
yeah,
it
develop
cost
for
even more
those
money.
stupid consoles too.
Hmm. That's how you guys, that's how companies can save money. Stop developing for the older consoles.
I mean, they might be the only ones. I mean, like I don't know of any other games that are still coming out on the fucking older consoles.
I mean, NBA
I
2K
know,
still comes out.
I know that was a Just Dance probably.
I think
Well,
wrestling
how much
games still
factual
come out.
programming is involved in Just
Yeah,
Dance?
it's just the same
I
thing.
mean,
Just update
didn't
the
they
font.
just release them? Didn't they just stop releasing Just Dance on the Wii?
That was a few years ago.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. They literally just stopped. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm sure they had that shit pretty much down pat where there wasn't much development overhead on that shit.
yeah, yeah. Hmm. All right then. All right, let's talk about. We got what? We got four more stuff. Four more. Well, no, five more things. But the last ones are pretty much the bigger stories. Let's talk about this Microsoft thing. So Microsoft's going to be at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, there to discuss their Xbox Anywhere initiative or whatever it's called. They're a little like, this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox. Um, nothing's, I guess nothing specific on what they're going to be talking about exactly, but I guess a lot of people are speculating that maybe this is not speculating, but like the big talk is that they're there because maybe they want to. There's been rumors that they want to make like an Xbox OS. So like you have like who's there's the Steam Deck. What was the other like handheld? That's
The
the big one.
Lenovo Legion.
Like yeah, like so like there's been a lot of rumors for a couple years now, ever since like Steam Deck and like the Lenovo and all that, that like they've wanted to make an Xbox OS. So if a company wants to do just an Xbox handheld, they would have that. So that's why
So
this
Windows handheld.
basically, I know, right? Um, so that's why I've seen a lot of people who were like, "Hey, maybe we should check this out. We should pay attention." I mean,
Mm.
the big talk is that like Xbox wants to make a handheld, right? Like that's been a rumor for the past at least year. Maybe it's not that they want to make a handheld per se themselves, but they want to start getting that out there where it's like, here's an Xbox handheld. I mean, honestly, I think it makes sense because obviously, like, do they
Yeah,
make their own computers? I don't know if Microsoft does their own hardware when it comes to computers, but like, they're the
don't they have some though? I thought like the
oh,
fuck, I'm trying to
what's it called? Like,
remember.
there's a Surface Book, so I
Yeah,
guess they
Surface
do
Books and shit.
they
Those
do
Yeah, they
ones.
had the
that.
Surface tablets.
They try to like try to make it like kind of like gaming, but obviously you're not gonna put like fucking like crazy like shit on it, but they try to at
Yeah,
least try to do
but
that,
I'm saying
little
like
solution.
you know when it comes to computers, it's they it's the Windows OS, but a bunch of companies make computers. Like I don't remember the name of the company that made the
Mm.
computer that I'm using right now, whatever. But like it's if
Dell.
somebody yeah. Well, no, I don't have a Dell. I have something else.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Oh God,
Hello. Is that you got
hi,
an
I'm a
alien one,
Mac
right?
and I'm a PC. Does anyone remember those commercials, or am I that old?
You're that old.
Yeah, that all, but I remember that commercial.
That was with Justin Long. I
Yep.
think he was the Mac.
Yeah, he was the Mac. Me and him have the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that's like no Justin Long. Like, dude, June 2nd, that's tight.
I think I want to say I share a birthday with Paul Rudd.
You
I want
would.
to.
It's
What?
kind of ironic because you age terribly and he's never aged.
Yeah, he's actually getting younger, to
Oh
be honest.
my
He
God.
might be taking your life force.
Yeah, Paul Rudd was born in April 6th, 1969. Nice.
Chris Farley and I have the same birthday.
Oof. I wonder if you guys are gonna. Never mind. All right. So,
No, we're just both hilarious. So
well, he's not really hilarious. He's been dead for over 20 years, but
debatable.
shit, he
No,
might
he's
be.
living in the corner. He's living somewhere with Tupac.
Hmm.
When he died, there's this website called rotten.com that had pictures of his body. Shit, he's been close. He's been dead almost 30 years now. Fuck.
Wait, you're like what, 30, right? When he passed?
I was 11. Fuck you.
The fact that you remember him dying is how old you are.
Yeah, I do
That's
remember him dying.
crazy.
I do remember that. Fuck you. Anyways, so what do you think? You guys think that they might want to try and do that, make like a Xbox OS? I mean, they have their big thing like this is an Xbox. This is an Xbox.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That'd be
Well, I
cool.
mean, because like there's all these. I mean, there's always rumors too, like that their next Xbox is going to be like more of an open platform, and they're going to want to make it more like an actual PC and stuff like this. Obviously we don't know what's true and what's not until something actually does come out or whatever. But yeah, I'm just saying I want an Xbox handheld. Give me a fucking Xbox handheld. Or I guess I could always try and get a Steam Deck at some point and just can't you actually get Game Pass on there by doing some fuckery?
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
get around stuff. I mean, you could just get a Lenovo Legion or whatever, though.
Does that let you just get Game Pass on it?
Yeah.
Why is it just a Windows OS?
Mm, I don't think it's got a win. It's got its own like OS on it, but yeah.
Because I could play it at work. There is an internet connection for me to use. I mean, I have a tablet, but I don't know.
Congratulations, you have internet.
Well, I mean, you need an internet connection. To, you know what?
Yeah,
Kiss
most
my
phones
ass, Devin.
have. You can just create a hotspot. So I mean,
Well,
yeah.
actually, I have a tablet that just has its own line. So,
So that can be a hotspot as well.
Yeah.
well, no, I
So
mean,
I
I
don't
could
know
just.
what we're
It
talking
doesn't
about.
need to be a hotspot. It's got its own line. I have like the Game Pass app on it, but the Game Pass streaming's still not where it needs to be. So, it'll get there. It will get there. I mean, yeah,
Not in your lifetime. I mean,
I don't want to
you're running
stream.
out of time.
Fuck you. I don't want to stream. I do want to download a game onto something. That's why the Steam Deck or whatever is so big or whatever, because you could download the games. But like Devin, don't you have a Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Is it like? I mean, how long does that thing last?
Depends what game you're playing and the brightness you have. Like God of War, fucking get like an hour and a half for God of War.
Fuck.
It's like you can hear like the fucking fans and that shit. Like,
It's just it is struggling.
yeah,
It's like, bro, I
it's
need a
kind of
rest. That's funny. Sounds like a PlayStation 4.
pretty much
PlayStation 4 trying to run Elden Ring right now.
trying PlayStation 4 trying to run anything.
A PlayStation 4 trying to run God of War.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Devin, you could sit this one out for a while.
Sounds good.
This one's gonna be me and JJ. JJ, yes, we'll try and talk about. We'll go ahead and talk about like I guess the whole fucking thing. So was it a
we,
direct?
we, we, we kind of, yeah, I think so. Was it we can just skip back for like the ones that start,
The what?
like the TCG ones. The TCG one we can skip, like we can go skim through real quick. The Pokemon
Well, I don't really even
card.
remember like what the other things. Okay, so yeah, we'll skim through it like what they talked about. So Pokemon had a direct for Pokemon Day, which was on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. They showed that Pokemon Champions. Okay, so I guess that Pokemon Champions does look cool. If you were a fan of Pokemon Stadium back in the day, this is going to be on the Switch and
Phone.
mobile stuff phone. Uh, it's just yeah, you'll be able to. It connects to Pokemon Home, so obviously you'll be able to like transfer Pokemon through that, so you can have your teams and like battle with people online. So like I said, if you're a fan of Pokemon Stadium back in the day, hey,
Well, they had their own like Pokemon thing like that already. It's just like a third party. Some people were doing it, and you can just make your own team, just battle each other, like on the PC. That's literally all those people did. So it's
hmm.
just now, just Nintendo has their own thing to do it instead of doing it from like a random like team.
Honestly, I kind of don't understand it though, the Pokemon Champions thing, because like I mean, if you really want to battle people online, like, I mean, the Pokemon games have been doing that for a while. So, but I mean,
It's just one I think it just has it where it's just more like tournament based. I think rules, and you just like pretty much on the PC itself, you literally type whatever Pokemon you want, make your team, set the stats or something like that, and then add moves if you want onto it, and
yeah,
just
but
battle people.
this isn't gonna be on PC. It's Switch and mobile. So
I know. I'm just saying that's what it is. They just got that idea and just made it like their thing, like
wait,
how
so they
people wanted it.
stole? Amazing,
They didn't
amazing.
steal. The people that did it stole their idea. It's just Nintendo just haven't thought of it yet.
Oh God, here we go. Yeah. So there's that. I guess were they adding more cards? That right for the Pokemon TCG Pocket?
Yeah, and it came out like literally the next day. And then I think they announced also like Pokemon like cards are gonna be in Spanish now, and like I think the game's also gonna be in Spanish.
In Espanol. So
Yeah,
if
which is
you,
weird because I thought they would have already like having it be in Spanish. Like maybe not the cards, but like the games at least. Like they had 9
yeah,
languages or
that's
some
weird.
shit, and they didn't have it.
If they didn't have the game in Spanish already, that's kind of weird because, I mean, you'd assume that they just have as many languages as possible.
Yeah,
But
especially like those ones, but like whatever. But okay, so it's good for Latin American people. People to play in Spanish now. Cool for them. You know, they just like they said in the
uh,
thing for Pokemon fans to enjoy the shit.
you know what? If they announced anything else at that besides the main game, I don't remember.
It was
If
Pokemon Sleep. They added some other more stuff they can do. I think more Pokemon. I think they showed off like Darker Eyes there for nightmares, and then the other
oh my
I
God,
forgot
they
the other.
really did talk about
Yeah,
more Pokemon Sleep.
this is like a little quick little thing for Pokemon Sleep, and then they also talked about Pokemon Unite. They had 3 new Pokemon that are coming to the game.
That's
I think
their
it's the MOBA.
the MOBA, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, see, I oh, Pokemon Concierge. They talked about Pokemon Concierge getting new episodes in Netflix in September.
Oh
Flapple and
yeah,
Appleton joined Pokemon Cafe Remix. I'm looking at everything that was announced. Pokemon Sleep will, yeah, have you shaking off nightmares as Cresselia and Darkrai clash in an upcoming event. An event in Pokemon Sleep. Oh yeah, the Pokemon Go. They had the Pokemon Go tour. Unova kicks off in March 1st. I should have known this actually because I've been playing it. I've been playing some Pokemon Go. Okay, yeah, the Pokemon Suicune, Alolan Raichu, and Alcremie are coming to Pokemon Unite.
yeah.
The
Suicune is yeah.
Pokemon TCG
Go ahead.
Pocket is getting ranked matches along with a special event and a new set of cards, adding God itself to the gacha. I guess Arceus. Pokemon Champions announced for Switch and mobile, a new PvP competition where you fight with your Pokemon from older games. And then and then obviously there's the big thing.
Dude, they
I don't
added
know.
a lot of fucking Pokemon Unite. Holy shit! I'm like looking at the list. I'm like, fuck.
I've
I
not
when I
played
played this shit,
Pokemon
it was
Unite
like
in a
it was like
while.
a fifth of the fucking roster or some shit, bro. It was like nothing.
Yeah, I
Shit.
played like maybe 3 matches when the game had just come out. It's okay. I mean, if you're not big into MOBAs because of how like deep they are with their mechanics, this is baby's first MOBA, which makes sense because like the Pokemon games are like baby's first RPG kind of thing. Like
Hmm.
so, if you're not
Yeah,
a
it's fun beating children. It's a fucking little children.
hey, fuck them kids. In the words of Michael Jordan, fuck them kids.
It's
So yeah.
just
No, I mean, look. So like Pokemon Champions looks pretty cool. I, I that Pokemon Concierge Netflix anime, I don't give a fuck about.
I
Uh,
watched the first episode. I kind of was like, eh.
yeah. And then there's that Pokemon Cafe remix. Like, I'm never gonna. That's a game, right, or something, or an app, or whatever. I don't know.
I thought
Pokemon
so.
Sleep. Yeah, Pokemon Sleep. I don't. Why the fuck would I
I
want
never.
to even?
I
Yeah.
hardly sleep, so it doesn't matter.
Um. This guy. Like, I don't sleep. Um. The Pokemon Go tour is cool. I like that. I still because I actually still do play Pokemon Go here and there. Like it's fun. Just to kind of play it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Just a
No,
little bit. But
but
yes, the big thing that they showed off, because it was already announced, but this was more like they had a more in-depth trailer and gave us some more details. The Pokemon Legends ZA. They this is the first time, right? They showed off the starters, right?
yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, so it's Chikorita, Tepig, right? It was Tepig, right?
Yep.
Not Cyndaquil. And my boy
Mm.
Totodile. Can't wait. Totodile's he's S tier when it comes to starters. I love that fucking blank look that he always has. No thoughts, head empty, just bite. I love Totodile. Let me see. Some of the details they shared. Yeah. Starting trio. It leans into the gold silver lineup. It's more of an open zone JRPG. Adds actual parkour and platforming, so you could like, yeah. They were showing like the player was like battling on rooftops and shit. Pokemon Legends ZA brings a series first real-time dodges and commands with action RPG energy that makes the whole thing feel way more like the anime. So yeah, you could make actually now you could be like, hey, get the fuck out of the way of that attack. Stuff to the.
Which is super cool. Which is super cool as fuck.
I mean, well, because obviously it's always been the mainline games anyway. Uh, they're just turn-based. It's attack, attack, attack. The I know the first Legends game, it was still like that. You just choose your attacks, but like the player could move around. It was it wasn't really too involved. I guess you could just move around so you could kind of see what was going on a little bit like from different angles, but it was still just like attack, choose this attack, choose this. So I mean, to be able to be like, hey, get the hell out of the way, dodge, um,
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
yeah, exactly. I like that. If they're trying to evolve the battle style a little bit for Pokemon, I mean, this would be the game to do it. Whether they add it into the mainline games or not, this would be the like, let's do some experimentation in the Legends series, like kind of like they did with Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because like, what it was Sword and Shield, right? Yeah, Sword and Shield was. I don't know, maybe was Sword and Shield before Legends Arceus? I
Yes.
just, but like the Pokemon were still just in grass, right? You walk through grass and then they showed up.
What is? Okay, sorry. Like to catch them,
Like to
like in Sword
catch
and
them.
Shield?
Yeah,
No, they were walking around.
they were walking around. So what was
Yeah.
the first game to do? Oh no, I think it was like Let's Go. The Let's Go games did that.
Yeah.
You could see
Yeah.
them walking around. You could avoid them. Okay, so, but that's what I'm saying. When they do these like side games, they're not part of the mainline games. They're like, let's
Maiden?
see huh?
Maidenless?
Yes,
Yeah.
maidenless. These like mainline games, they try to do some experimentation, and then see if it works. And then like, okay, let's put it in the yeah. Like I said, like with the Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu games, uh, you could see the Pokemon be like, yeah, I'm just going to avoid you. So, I mean, you never know. Maybe they're like, okay, yeah, this works. You can now dodge. I mean, they're going to have to, I don't know, try and maybe work some different stuff out if it goes into a mainline game. But yeah, I don't know. And then, yeah, they announced that it's coming out this year, late 2025. Oh, they're bringing Mega Evolutions back, which is cool. I like the Mega
And I'm
Evolutions.
kind of excited to see what the new evolutions would be for the Totodile and stuff, since um the Arceus, like all of them had different third evolution forms. So I'm excited to see what the new ones kind of would be different for, because I
They
want to see what Alligator looks like.
They didn't have a Mega Feraligatr, huh? Yeah, because there was a Mega Meganium. Wait, there's a no, there wasn't a Mega Embor. Because I think they weren't doing Mega Evolutions by that time. They were doing like the Gigantamax and the
Yeah.
Crystallization.
Because T-Vic was from fucking Black and White, right? Yeah. So yeah, that X and Y is the one with the Mega Evolutions.
So yeah, I want to
No,
see
but it's
what a
gonna have
Mega
like a
Feraligatr looks
different
like.
style, so it's gonna be really cool.
I don't. Obviously, Tevin, you're
I'm
not a
excited. I'm
fan.
actually
Go ahead.
I might buy this one though for sure. I might
Oh no,
take a look on
this
my
is day one
Switch
for me.
too, because we know for sure it's gonna be coming for Switch too.
This is a day one buy for me. Like I'm buying the shit out of this game. I I we all have those games that like doesn't matter. There's a lot of talk online about how, like these games don't look great or whatever and all this stuff. But like we have those games that we're like, yeah, we're just gonna buy it anyway. Like we're just gonna do it. And the Pokemon games are those games for me. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying them. I don't care. They play a certain way. I don't like. Yeah, okay, fine. They don't look amazing, but I don't care about the graphics for the Pokemon games. I just want, I just want a Pokemon game that's gonna play. That's gonna be fun to play. I did, like, I did hate that the performance sucked in Oh, I'm not remembering what
Scarlet
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. The performance was because I got Pokemon Violet. I didn't like that performance. So I mean, yeah, you said it already, but yeah, I'm assuming this is going to be like a Switch 2 game. Hopefully the fucking performance is not bad. I just want it to play well. That's all. Is that too much to ask?
In this day and age, yes.
Well, I don't know. Just give me more Pokemon. I like Pokemon. I know, yeah, like Devin. I know you're not a fan, but maybe one day. Nah, you'll never be a fan.
Nah, it's too late for me.
He's like, I'm way past it now. It's never gonna happen. Yeah, that's fine, But yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA, or as I like to call it, Pokemon Legends ZA, bro.
Oh, there's pizza involved? Oh, okay, I'll play.
Oh, we're involved in pizza now. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's get to these last things now for some, I guess, downer news to end these with these last three stories. Let's start with the Assassin's Creed one. We mentioned Assassin's Creed Shadows earlier with what was it? Pre-purchase coins or currency? Is that what you
Yeah.
guys were saying? That's fucking hilarious. So they really can't catch a break with this game. Like, with like the bad press it's been getting, whether you agree with it or not, the delays. Obviously, that's not going to be a good look that you could pre-purchase currency. But that's just a Ubisoft thing, I think,
For
at
a
this
single
point.
player game.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's Ubisoft nowadays.
I know.
Um, this game just can't catch a break. So the whole game leaked online, or maybe people were able to buy it early or something. But just the whole game's out there. Uh, the Assassin's Creed Twitter account put out a tweet. Let me just read it. It's a picture of a quote, but hello, everyone. We are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers. That's Damn, they just said spoilers like 3 times in a row, pretty much. And keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon. I'm not gonna lie, I looked for like the ending. I wanted to be spoiled. I just couldn't find anything. I'm not good. Anytime there's like a big leak like that, I'm just not good at finding these leaks.
Old man versus the internet, tales old as time.
Right. I don't know. I'll probably find them at some point, but these like websites are pretty good at now like taking down stuff like that. Anytime there's like a leak. So yeah, the whole game, yeah. So the whole game's just out there now. Have you guys seen any of it, or you've
I
been able to
didn't look.
avoid
I
it?
mean,
Nah.
no, I didn't bother looking for the leaks. I mean, it's not like. I mean, I'll play it, but like, it's not like I'm gonna play it right away. So I'll get to it when I get to it.
Maybe that might be their last game.
That would be
It would be pretty
damn.
wild if it was their last game.
It's
Just
crazy.
because
I wanted a Assassin's Creed in Japan for like 10+ years. I think a lot of people wanted to, and it's the last game.
Dude, people have been wanting an Assassin's Creed in Japan for so long. I think that's why like when now with Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out and it's like, oh, we finally get it. But like with this whole with the whole culture war as big as it is now, for them to have like a black protagonist, like it is like maybe like a bad choice at this point, because you're gonna. I mean, I don't know. They say any press like any press is good press or whatever. Even obviously bad press, still gonna get a lot of eyes on it, and people are just gonna be like, I'm just gonna buy the game. I gotta play this now. I mean, it worked out for the. It wasn't called Harry Potter, right? It was called
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy. Like it worked out, and then I mean, obviously, it just ended up being a good game, so that probably helped it even more. But yeah, like I said, this game's just been it's just been everything's just been negative toward it. It seems like it can't catch a break, and then this is just like the rotten cherry on top. But I didn't know about that until you guys said that the whole like you could pre-order currency.
I didn't find out that till today.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to. I do kind of want to play it now though, just to see if it ends up being a good game after. Because I don't know. The thing is, I'm not like a huge Assassin's Creed guy. I liked Valhalla enough, but I think what helped is that I don't know, not a thing. I know the
I
thing that
preferred
helped it.
Mirage over Valhalla. More condensed.
So you're just more like
It's,
the older, like more of the older Assassin's Creed would be better.
yeah, they just got so bloated with like Odyssey and Origins. They just got so fucking bloated.
I think Shadows is actually supposed to be more like those.
I know.
I mean, yeah, I guess just wait.
I mean, the nice thing with Ubisoft games is they go fucking down in
They go on
price
sale
so quick.
fast.
Like
Yeah,
you'll be able to pick up Shadows for $30
probably
pretty
within a
soon.
couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a couple months from now. Like
like by June it's gonna be like $30.
I'll probably if
GameFly
it's.
used copy will be like $20.
I might actually try and get it then at that point to play it, just to see. It's one of those things
Yeah.
where like because the internet has whether like I said, whether it's right or wrong, whatever the internet
I
has kind
spent $8 on fucking Gollum because I wanted to see how bad it was. And Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I've seen the footage of that game. Not good.
I just had to see it. I just had to play it, experience. I was like, for $8,
You know
like
what?
I spent it on worse.
But the thing is, like, I've contemplated buying, like, there was that Walking Dead, what's it called, Destinies or some shit like that, because I want to see how bad it was, or that King Kong game that everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, the King Kong that was made by like Joy Mill or Game Mill
Yeah,
or whatever.
Game Mill or whatever it's called. Yeah, I wanted to get those games because I was like, I have to see. I have to see. Like,
Yeah.
I need to see this car crash for myself. Yeah. So yeah, Assassin's Creed, fucking hilarious to me, but oh well.
Yeah, it's just Ubisoft is a whole at this point.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, they had good bangers, man. But then they fumbled it, man.
Yeah.
I think.
It's
See,
just
here's
it would be crazy if they did go away because yeah, like we said, like I don't know, such a big part of like the 360 era, just like that formative. I mean, not like formative for us, but just like they were just making so many games
but see,
like during like the
that's why
golden
people
age, and they're just gone.
that's why
They
people
could be
don't
gone.
like Ubisoft anymore, though. Is that like they were releasing like people don't like the way they do their monetary stuff, whether it's like, oh, spend $130 or $100, and you get to play the game for free. People don't, or not for free, early, whatever. People don't like that kind of shit as it is, but to have to spend $100 and up. Because I think actually even for that Star Wars game, right, there was a $130 edition or something.
I feel like a lot of the Ubisoft games are
Yeah,
dirty.
Yeah. So like that's already like an unpopular thing as it is.
And the
But
game's still
also,
fucked up, and they had to restart everybody's fucking
yeah.
like
But then
story.
also like they do stuff like, yeah, oh, here's pay us $10 and you get double XP. Stuff like that for single player stuff. That's never going to go over well. Cuz obviously people don't like microtransactions as it is. They hate him. They hate him even more when it's a single player thing. Like just look at, you know, alluding to something we're going to talk to later, but look at Shadow of War. Like people don't like that kind of shit. Like, then fuck, it's like the trifecta too. People don't like yearly releases, and they release Assassin's Creed every year. They skipped 1 year, and then they just kept going. They were like, no, we're going back to the year. Because right, didn't Assassin's Creed Mirage come out last year?
I think it was 2 years ago.
It feels like it came out last year.
I don't know. You might be right. Who knows?
But yeah, no, they. I think Assassin's Creed could have been like, oh, it
That
was
came
a
out 2023.
2023. So okay,
Boom,
they did skip
roasted.
a
I'm
year.
amazing.
But I'm just saying, like, Assassin's Creed could have been like the one of the absolute like pinnacle of gaming franchises, but Ubisoft decided to do just everything it could to run it into the ground and make it like just not a popular series, or not
Yeah,
not that not popular, but like just to make it a almost hated
they
franchise.
were just like this is our call. They were like, this is our Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I think with Siege, they're just only like updating the graphics, right? And people are kind of like, okay, it looks like we're never gonna get another Rainbow Six game because there's gonna literally just only dick ride fucking Siege.
yeah. See, that's the thing. Like we get so many Assassin's Creed, and we haven't had a new Rainbow Six game, yeah, in 10 years. Because okay, no, never mind. I guess there was Rainbow Six Extraction, whatever.
But
But
it felt
like,
like it was just a fucking PVE, like a PVE co-op thing from like a spin-off of fucking Siege.
yeah,
They still had the same
no, it
fucking
basically, well, no, because actually in Siege, I think that was basically in Siege before it became its own game. It was like a special event thing. I swear that was like a thing. They had it as
they
like
had
an
zombies.
event,
I know they had zombies in it.
something like that, and then it became just Rainbow Six Extraction. But like people would,
And it did
people want
poorly.
a new Splinter Cell. When was the last Splinter Cell game?
2012.
2012. So we're going on 13 years without a new Splinter
Don't
Cell
get
game.
old. Oh, it's 2013. Damn it. I was
Oh,
close.
2013?
Fuck.
Okay, still over 10 years we haven't had a new Splinter Cell game. I know Devin would love a new Rayman game, right?
Oh yeah.
When was that last Rayman game?
Fucking long time ago.
Like there are franchises people want from Ubisoft, but instead they're like, let's just keep making Assassin's Creed. Oh, and do these monetary things that people hate, but fuck it, we don't care. And then like, okay, they had a Star Wars game, but they just like the other problem with Ubisoft is that they have a template, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce the word, a template for how their games are made. Because there was even that one, what was it called? Immortals Phoenix Rising, right? That's what it was called.
Yeah.
That was basically Assassin's Creed, just not Assassin's Creed,
Mm,
because
it
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 uses the
was
same.
Legend of Zelda.
Well, no, I'm saying in that they had the template of like it's an open world because they even did it with the crew. There's an open world. You go to a spot, the tower, and it reveals a bunch of the map. Now you have
Far
a bunch of
Cry
stuff to
also.
do. Far Cry does it too. Like they have a template of how their games are. It's just here's the map. Go
Oh
to a
yeah, Ghost
spot.
Recon.
Ghost
Yeah.
Recon did
That
it.
was Wildlands
The
and shit, and
Wildlands and Breakpoint.
yeah.
So like for all intents and purposes, you're getting like the same game just with a different setting. So even when they do like, oh yeah, here's Star Wars Outlaws. I didn't play Star Wars Outlaws, but I mean, like Devin, actually, you played. Did it do? Didn't it? It did that as well, right? Like it was
Yeah.
just like open world stuff and go to a spot. I mean, it tried to do some different things, but yeah, Ubisoft does a lot of stuff that I just don't understand why they do it because it's clearly not popular like choices, and they just continue to do it. And then they come out and say like, yeah, we don't know what's going on. People are not buying our games, so it was a failure. Now we don't, we're not going to do it anymore. This game, or we're gonna have to shut down the studio. It's like, I don't know, but I mean that's just fuck. That's just like almost any publisher nowadays. They just
It's the meme. God, what's the comedian? He had that weird like talk show or whatever. I don't know, like Eric Andre. It's like where he shoots the person.
yeah,
It's like I
like
can't
why would they?
believe like the developer or the like Ubisoft as a whole. It's like I can't believe they made such a terrible game that we lost money on. It's like the fuck are you talking about? You're the one who told them to make that game. You tell them to do it this way. Of course, they lost money. It's like I can't believe they did such a shitty job. It's like okay,
Yeah, yeah, good old Ubisoft. They won't ever change. They will never change unless the Guillemot family, I guess, because they're majority owners, unless the Guillemot family ends up not a part of that company, which could be a while. But yeah. All right, to go from one game that's been leaked, that came out early, to one that's not coming out until next year. Fable. This one kind of hurts, but I'm fine with it. They're delaying it till next year.
I wonder if that's
So,
just part. I like it's probably part
GTA.
GTA's coming out. Part
yeah, that's
Xbox
what I
has
was
a
thinking.
decent lineup this year, and maybe next year they don't have like as many games coming out on Game Pass. So like I don't know. I bet you if necessary, I bet you it could have come out this year, but I think that's more like, hey, we're gonna have a good lineup for next year for Game Pass games. And GTA is coming
I
out, so no one's
mean,
gonna fucking play this
I
thing.
think I saw someone put like a like a little calendar of what's supposed to come out. And I'm like, oh shit, this is what they're releasing on Game Pass. Makes more sense. And then there is talk that like the new Gears of War game might actually like the talks are heating up with that. That the new Gears of
Yeah.
War game E-Day might actually come out this year. So maybe they're just like, you know what, let's push Fable. We got Gears coming out. Maybe they
Yeah,
even
especially
just
with People Can Fly working on it. I'd rather have Gears than Fable this year, but
well
Yeah.
they probably also thought too, like, you know what, we just released Avowed. We don't need to release another RPG. We'll go ahead and release Gears instead. And then they could push about Fable until basically January or February of next year. Give it and then obviously too you're giving it more time to you know for the developers to just polish it up more and everything. You don't want it to be a bad game, especially like the Return of Fable. You don't want it to be a bad game. I mean they did so. I don't know if this was like official or if it was like leaked. There was like some alpha footage shown of Fable, or that was just floating around online and everything. It looks good. Like the game looks good. So I mean, just with at least another year of development time, I think we got like a potential game of the year on our hands. I mean, what? It's Playground Games. Like they've done phenomenal work. I know it's a racing game, but like the Forza Horizon games have been like. Have you guys played a bad Forza Horizon game?
no.
Oh, they know what the hell they're doing. It's just converting that into RPG. Maybe it might be like a little like you could be a little bit worried because obviously one's a racing game, one's not a racing game. But like also too like even though they're racing games, like they are open world games with like a missions that okay, you can just convert that into like, oh, it's just quests and side quests, things like that. But it's the combat where you could worry about. But in that footage I saw, like the combat looked good, looked so I don't know. But I mean, yeah, you said it earlier. They probably do want to avoid GTA. I think a big open world game, like if it ends up being open world, I mean, it seems like that's what they're going for, right? With Fable, an open world
I
game
hope
like
so.
an open world game like Fable probably might want to steer clear of another open world game like GTA. Whereas a game like I think that's why it makes more sense for them to release E-Day this year. It's obviously Gears of War is not a well. I don't think they're going to do it this year like they did with Gears 5, where some open world, mini open world sections or whatever.
Yeah, for one, I think it's gonna be more playing like Gears 1
Yeah,
from
like
how the developers have talked about it.
no, yeah, they're definitely going back to prior Gears games up to like 4, where it's just like this. It's just level, and not. I mean, look, I liked the open world stuff, for what it was in Gears 5, but yeah, they don't need to keep doing it. You could just give me, you know, just Gears. Just give me Gears. Like, just give me okay, level 1, level 2, level 3. I mean, I even tried it in Halo Infinite, that open world stuff. So, but not everything needs to be open world. So we could go ahead and move past that. Just go back to, well, maybe not past it. Move back in time with that. Just do levels. As long as it's, I don't know, as long as it's a good game. But yeah, like you said too, People Can Fly is helping development with that. I mean, I like what Coalition's done with Gears, so I like their games.
Do you like their games?
Yes. Fuck you. All right, the last thing we're talking about. Good old Warner Brothers games. All right, I think I remember you saying you were a little excited about this, but yeah, no, it's not happening. So the Wonder Woman game canceled. It is gone. Not happening. Monolith Studios is not making Wonder Woman anymore. They're also not making anything anymore. WB Games is shutting them down, along with Player First Games, the people that did Multiverses, and WB San Diego. I think they were just a support studio, San Diego. So yeah, this was basically the biggest news of the past week because one, they're canceling the Wonder Woman game, but two, like they're shutting down Monolith, which I mean, Monolith. Everyone knows they did the Shadow of War and Shadow Mortar games, but like before that, they made Condemned, they made the Fear games. There was a Blood, I think they were called. Like I think there was two of them. Like Monolith was around for a long time, and yeah, here I'm looking at the tweet. They were around for 30 years. That's gone now. And it's just gotten back to that, like we were talking about with the Marvel Rivals last week, that like you can't be a successful studio in the like almost in this day and age because there's just you're gonna get shut down for some reason, for any little reason, or you're gonna get fired. Because I mean, even though I had that controversy in the beginning, once they took it out, everyone seemed to really enjoy the Shadow War game. Obviously, Shadow of Mordor was like, I think it even won Game of the Year, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like,
all right.
I don't know about the Game Awards that won Game of the Year, but it definitely won like Game of the Years from other places.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, both the game. I mean, yeah, I didn't play it till they took out the microtransactions in the second one. It wasn't. I didn't buy it because of the not buy it because of the microtransaction controversy. Just having to come out like at a time where there's a shit ton of stuff to play.
Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, like I loved both those games, and like because the Nemesis system was super cool.
Yeah, which is super fucking lame that they're not gonna do anything with it. Like nobody can.
Yeah,
Oh,
Because
but
they have it
patented.
patented until
yeah,
2035.
2036. They have it. W Games has Monolith's Nemesis system under lock until 2036, according to this tweet that
They
I
should
have.
just fucking. I don't know if you can sell a patent or whatever. They fucking sell it or something. I don't know. Make some money. Someone wants it.
It could be one of those like I was watching Most Critical talk about it. It's like, he made a good point. He's like they're like the kid that nobody can have my toy, kind of bullshit.
That's basically what it is right now. That it's like,
And they
yeah.
said that they're gonna focus on what DC,
So yeah, there was
Lord
that.
of the Rings, and Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat. I'm like, but Wonder Woman's DC though, you fucking retards.
yeah. There was also that where it's like they're gonna focus on DC games, but mainly Batman, Mortal Kombat, yeah, and yeah, Harry Potter stuff. Also, there was also like part of this that like James Gunn, he's heading up like the DC studios, obviously, that he's been talking with Warner Brothers, the Warner Brothers Games division, to like start making games. Which so like all this stuff like them.
Well, yeah, he wants to make like games where like Batman that comes out, like the Batman actor that plays Batman, like voices that Batman in the game and stuff like that. That's what he wants too.
But it's just like for that to come out when they cancel the Wonder Woman game, and Monolith Productions is getting shut down, and like yeah, it's just I don't know. For them to have that come out to be like, yeah, we're doing this, uh, but we're also gonna do this as well. It's like, dude, make up your fucking mind. Do you actually want to make games, or do you
I
just want
know.
to like shut down shit? But like I said too, shutting down Monolith Productions is just such a bad look. You know,
Yeah, and I saw like people talking about. I guess the Wonder Woman game like was like good. what they thought, they thought it was going along well, so they were like bummed that it's not going to get made now. It's not like it was like a hot mess. It sounded like it was coming along.
Yeah.
But they were super like on board of doing the fucking Kill the Justice League though. Like they were like perfect. That game. Mwah!
See, that's the
They
thing.
released that
Like,
shit, bro.
WB Games has been doing stuff lately too. It's like you had this hit with Rocksteady in Batman Arkham. You had this hit, Arkham Asylum. You had this hit with Monolith Productions in Shadow of Mordor. And so they do the next best thing, or not next, but they do the logical thing. Hey, make sequels to these games. And then they proceed to be like, okay, cool. We got Arkham Knight, we got Shadow of War. Hey, make a Wonder Woman game, Monolith Productions, and take forever to make
And
it.
use the Nemesis system.
Yeah, but then nothing
Well,
comes from it. And then for Rocksteady, make that Suicide Squad game. Make a Suicide Squad game. But hey, make it a fucking online shooter.
the thing is, again, this is like the heads of these studios. They get involved and they say like, "Oh, this game needs to be this way." Because like, how many? There were reports there was supposed to be a Batman Beyond game like from Rocksteady from so long ago. Like the and like there was a Suicide Squad game that the people who did the fucking Gotham Knights game, God, what developer is that one? Like they were supposed to even have like their own like different like Suicide Squad game. Like they like started up and canceled so many projects. It's like so yeah, Wonder Woman they canceled that game.
Oh,
But
Devin, that was
there's been
WB Montreal did Gotham Knights.
yeah, WB Montreal. So it's like the WB was like green lighting projects, and then like I don't know if they just didn't feel like they were far enough along or whatever. But then they were canceling them. They're making these teams start over. So it's like yeah, they're not producing anything, but like that's not from their lack of anything. It's like you guys aren't giving them time to make games, and you're changing your mind. It's just like you can't flip flop so goddamn much.
Yeah, you need the right idea and game and the right team to work on it. It's like if they were banking on the Kill the Justice League to like we might need this game to make like billions of dollars, bro. Hell yeah. Doesn't do shit and they just like,
Well,
well, we're
because
scared to do anything now
the
and
thing
just
is,
fucking
the thing is too, is that they've been so like the multiverses. Well, for that we'll use that as the example for one of their bad decisions. Like apparently the game was actually popular enough, but then they had taken it down and like, oh yeah, we're gonna like retweak it, and then it came back and it was just people were like, they just didn't care anymore.
Well, because they
But
took it down, and like that was the weirdest thing. And then like
yeah,
your shit in progress didn't track from the first, and it's just like, but like why?
and so like there's that because like especially too like a game like Multiverses, like you don't have to topple the fucking king, which is Super Smash Bros. But like they have something there, it's like, oh cool, you know, you can have Batman fight fucking, Arya
Shaggy.
Stark or Shaggy. Yeah, all these fucking different things that you have, or and they just were like, well, we're gonna take it down for a while, and you just killed any momentum it had. Or yeah, like I know that superheroes are still popular enough that they want to make games for them, whatever. But like you had that Hogwarts Legacy game. Obviously, it made enough money, so the Harry Potter name is still a big enough thing. But it's like you don't go into that trying to be like, let's have like an actual Harry Potter game. You want to make like there was that what was it called? Um, it was that sport that they have.
Quidditch.
Yeah,
Quidditch. Yeah.
yeah, they made like a Quidditch game, right? Like
Yeah.
that was basically the next game they had come out. Instead of trying to like let's have like an actual Harry Potter game, like already just not come out, but like in development. Like, hey, we got a Harry Potter game coming out. And then Lord of the Rings is still big enough, you know, that like you should have just like, hey, Monolith, make us another Shadow game, whatever the Shadow of whatever you want to call it, or not even like they don't have to make a Shadow of Mordor like a game set in that series, but like another game in the universe in the Middle Earth universe, just a Middle Earth game in general, using the Nemesis system. People
Yeah,
really like that.
they know how to do it. They obviously made some good, Lord of the Ring games. So like, I would trust
They
them
could
to
have
make
made Gollum.
Yeah, they could have made the badass Gollum game.
You know the thing is, you make that joke like they could have made Gollum.
I know.
But like they could have. They probably might have made a good Gollum game.
Yeah.
We would have been laughing, and it's like, well, okay, these guys actually made Gollum cool. Like, holy fuck, you know what I mean?
But
We'll never know.
you never know. That might have actually worked. A Gollum game with the Nemesis system. You never know. It might have actually worked. But still, like regardless, like they could have made a new Middle Earth game. Like they could have just, or even if it's like, okay, well, a game with the Nemesis system that isn't gonna be bogged down by like, well, it has to be this, it has to be this, it has to be that. Like to put them on a Wonder Woman game, obviously there's gonna be some restrictions. The reason I think Middle Earth worked so well too was that like their Middle Earth games was that like they were pretty violent for like for that franchise, but like the Nemesis system, man, we're gonna keep going back to that. The Nemesis system, people loved it. That's why people want more of it.
Because it was cool. Like, and like they like I don't know, like fucking guy, like you would kill someone, like, and then you go get the next person, and they'd be like, "You killed my brother," and it's just like, "Oh shit!" Like it was like personal, and it's just like like that little extra touch. It made the game fun.
I mean, people have even talked about like, could you imagine if they did a Batman game with the Nemesis system? Like we're just random thugs all of a sudden now become like, yeah, bosses and shit. Like people just want more of that. And yeah, the team that created that gameplay mechanic, they come out with, I don't even know when Shadow War came out. But it comes out and it's just they don't develop anything for how many years now? Or not that they
Probably
don't
10.
yeah, they're stuck developing one game for whatever for however long they were developing. It came out in 2017, Shadow War. So we're going on 8 years. They didn't have anything, and you just shut them down.
I guarantee WB's just been dicking them around. I guarantee like the Wonder Woman project, they haven't been working on that for 8 years.
Yeah, no,
I fucking guarantee that.
I think from what I saw, some of the podcasts I listened to and what I read, I think they started development in 2020.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like you had them doing nothing for 3 years, and then hey, or maybe they were doing something, and then like drop it, you're doing Wonder Woman,
Guarantee that's what happened.
and then you just cancel it and like, hey, yeah, we're canceling it, and get your shit and get out. And like I said, the thing that's even worse is that like it's not like this. It's a studio that just came out of nowhere, and like fuck, this is really cool, So it's just like, oh damn, that sucks. They were a pretty cool studio, They made these. Oh, dude, this was a studio that had history. They made the Condemned games, which a lot of people do like. They made the Fear games. I really liked those games. I didn't play the third one, but like Fear 1 and 2, I very much enjoy. Like, I don't know if you guys have played those. Fear 1's kind of rough.
Never finished them, but
yeah,
I beat it.
Checked them out from GameStop.
Yeah, Fear 1's kind of rough, but Fear 2, where they kind of, they made it more in line with more modern shooters at the time or whatever. Like how it played, whatever. Yeah, those are
Yeah,
good
I beat all
games.
3.
Oh, you did beat all 3. See, there you go.
And shit, dude. It's a horror game. Yeah, you know I'm playing it. The fuck.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true, right? When it comes to that, you're our horror game aficionado
JJ's
here.
the whore.
He's the whore. He's our whore. Yeah, dude. Like, it's not like these guys were just like they just had a hit out of nowhere and now they're gone. Like they made good games for a long fucking time, and then now they're just gone. And I think that's the thing that makes it worse. It's not like Rocksteady. I don't know. They were obviously around before the Batman Arkham games. I don't know what they made, but then like they had their hit with Arkham. And then their latest game is just a bad game.
They didn't really have much
They didn't have
before.
much, no.
Yeah, like they didn't have the pedigree.
But like I'm saying, like it's not like or we'll use a better example actually that of a studio that I've been saying is probably going to get closed down. Look at Bungie. Like Bungie was making games for years, have been making games for years, and everyone loved their games. And then they made the Halo, and that was like their biggest franchise. But now with Destiny, they seem to be on the downtrend, and like there is a very real possibility that Bungie could get shut down. Or like BioWare. Everyone's loved BioWare games for years, but they've not been very popular recently. And like there's we've said it, in a previous podcast. If the next Mass Effect game isn't like a hit, EA might shut them down.
Yeah. But I
You
guess
know,
that's kind of like the difference. I feel like that kind of sucks with this. They didn't.
they
It's
didn't
not like
have their last
they
game they
didn't
released was not a
was
bad
good.
game. The
Yeah,
last
and
game.
especially once they got rid of the microtransactions that were completely out of their control, that they were told to put in the game by WB. It's not like they were like, "We think this is a great idea." Like they were obviously like told, "Do this shit to our game." So it's just like, yeah, like at least with like Bioware, it's like, well, you guys are making dog shit games, like not dog shit games, but just like these aren't up to the standards that we're used
Yeah,
to. Like
no,
this isn't KOTOR,
that's the point
this
I was
isn't Mass
making.
Effect 1 and 2. Yeah, I know, but that's the part that sucks. It's just like it's not like they released Wonder Woman. You're like, well, dude, this game is like
Terrible.
actual
Yeah,
literal dog shit.
yeah. They the last game they came out with was 8 years ago, and by all accounts, especially after that microtransaction, yeah, it's a good game, and now they're just gone because who knows? Like who knows? Like they're just gone. So yeah, man. Like I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like we keep talking about. Like I said, like it just seems like it's every week now, every time or every podcast we're doing. It's just
Yeah, like
another like
I would
more
hate to be a game developer right now, like and like
Well,
developer just involved in games in general, just because like it sucks. Like you make a hit, you make a piece of shit, you don't do any like I don't know, then you're just getting fucked.
yeah, that's why a lot of those indie game people are starting to get, those games are starting to get bigger. Especially we like when those developers are not worrying about their jobs getting fired. We're like, this sucks ass. So people are like,
Yeah, and I think that's one thing cool about like I feel like it happens a lot more with like Western developers that this happens. I guess you said like Western, like including Europe in that, because I feel like Japanese developers, especially even like the Souls guy from Bandai Namco and that stuff, like I don't know, like he seems like they're. I know they've talked about it before, but I can't remember like the exact wording on it. But like, if they're making money, like they're not gonna fucking fire people. So it's not like oh, if profits go down, like that's fine. They're worried about like if it still makes money, like they're good. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
And then like way back in the day, you had Nintendo. Like when the Wii U sucked ass, like the Nintendo CEO at the time, he didn't fire people. He halved his salary. He halved his salary.
well, I
So
mean,
it's
we just
just like
talked about it earlier. The Pocketpair, right? They're a Japanese developer, aren't they? They
uh,
they just gave their staff the day off to play a game.
yeah, I feel like like Europeans and Western developers, like
Very different, very different in their
yeah,
approach. Like, yeah, when it comes to no, what you're saying about Western developers and like Japanese developers, Korean developers, Chinese developers, basically Eastern developers now, I guess we could say, because it's not just the Japanese market or the Japanese
yeah,
like we got the Koreans and Chinese people, like they're making games too. Uh, it is vastly different when it comes to the types of games they make, the way they make their games, and what happens with their staff and their studios. Like you do not see that like nearly as much with the Eastern developers as you see it with Western developers, that they're just like, yeah, we're gonna shut this studio down, or yeah, no, do this or do that, and it's all it's just a detriment to the game or whatever. At least these decisions that, like, yeah, like you said, it's not even like, obviously it wasn't Monolith that wanted to do microtransactions. I mean, maybe it was the
I fucking doubt
yeah,
that.
I doubt it. It was obviously some group of bigwigs that were like, well, we want more money, do that.
Mhm.
Or like we were talking, like we mentioned earlier with Assassin's Creed, that you, you can pre-order freaking currency for a single player game for the Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, yeah, most likely, yeah, developers are not like, yeah, let's just go ahead and put it there. It's the bigwigs who are not actually developing the games that are going and being
That
like,
aren't
do
game well,
this.
and they're not gamers too. I mean, like I know this isn't like developers and stuff, but it's like when JJ and I worked at GameStop, like fucking the district managers and like all those people, like the higher up, the as you get higher up, like in any company, they're just there for the numbers purposes, but they don't give a shit about games at all. Like they're there for the business part of it. Like they're not actual gamers.
Yeah, no, no, like you
Yeah, that's how
are.
they probably play game with if they're like their kid play like Mario Kart with them.
Yeah,
I mean,
Guys, didn't we
I
talk
bet
about it last week or somewhere like, or I heard it somewhere maybe. Someone's like, oh no, I was talking about my buddy who's like, who works at Activision and like the one of the new CEOs. It's like, oh, I don't play Diablo, but my son does, and so I'm looking forward to learning what Diablo's about. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, and you're the one that's gonna be running like you're the new like Activision CEO. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Yikers, dude, yikers.
Yeah, so it's just like I'm not saying you need to be like a hardcore sweaty fucking gamer, but I don't know. Someone's like, "Have you ever played Diablo?" and you're like running Activision, or like, I don't know. You should probably know. Like,
Especially the fucking Diablo's been out for like 30 plus years, so like it's just crazy that you never played a single one, you know? Especially
yeah,
these older viewers, obviously they're older, like Everett's age or some shit. They don't like come on, you never played Diablo
Jesus.
1 from like 1990, like fucking 7 or some bullshit. Like,
yeah. There wasn't that many games out. It's not like today where it's like 30,000 fucking games you can play that
Yeah.
come out every year.
Oh yeah. I mean, see, yeah. That's why we need more. Like, I know that he's not popular. Well, he's not popular with a certain crowd. But like, that's why you need more guys like Phil Spencer, who do play games. Maybe they don't make the choices that you like, but like He does play games, so he's not going to make.
Exactly. He's not like a hardcore, sweaty, fucking doesn't touch grass gamer, but like he at least plays the games and like knows what
He
he's
has a,
talking about.
yeah, he has an understanding, or like pretty much a lot of the major like popular creators in the space. Like obviously they make their games, they play games and all that stuff. They're popular for a reason because they play the games. They know what people want. They want to make the games that are going to appeal to them because they're a gamer. You got fucking John Ubisoft or Ed EA who just like, well, yeah, I'm the money hat guy or whatever it is. I don't care about this stuff, but hey, that makes money, so put that in there.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, fucking live service game. We gotta have our live service game. It's like,
Because one game did
no,
it good, so it's just fucking.
you
Yeah,
can just
that
have a good game and it can just make $1 billion and you can just make a sequel. Look at Hogwarts Legacy. Just do that.
I think that's the other thing too, that it's just like when you see these like shutdowns and layoffs, it always comes from studios that like even did have something that was successful enough that's like, why don't you just replicate that? Like it clearly
Yeah.
works. Like
Well, and then you have
WB.
like then you have like cases where like I don't even know why like how a studio hasn't been shut down because you have Ken Levine like who like the BioShock guy
He's been
like
making that game forever.
7 fucking years and like they're like they haven't produced a single fucking thing and they get shut down. So it's like how does Monolith get shut down? Yeah, they haven't made a game in 8 years, but they've made games and you guys have probably dicked them around. But then like another studio like their game's not going to come out for at least 8 years. Their next game, like their first game, like how the fuck do you have money to not make a game? Like I know obviously you're getting funding from somebody, but like how does that person like not have a like I don't know, light a fire underneath Ken Levine's ass to like get something out?
What is it? What is Ken Levine? I'm looking it up. It's Ghost Story Games.
Yeah,
They are. What is their first game? Judas. That
yeah,
game
which
was announced in 2022, but they clearly were making it for a while. It is. It says it's planned for release during the fiscal year. What during Take Two's 2025 fiscal year, which ends March 31st, 2025. So that game's supposed to be coming out by the end of this month. Uh, I haven't heard anything.
yeah, that game comes out the end of this month. Like I'll eat my own ass.
Holy shit!
Hell yeah.
They've been at least coming up with this game for over 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that like this game, like obviously I'm not advocating for like them to get shut down, but it's just like the difference of and it's obviously not one's Warner Brothers and one's Take Two, but it's just like I don't know. Give them like some benefit of the doubt that like maybe let him because you dicked him around for some time, like let him try to figure out the Wonder Woman shit and I don't know. But what do I know? I'm just some dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Take Two's a little bit different because, like, they are able to maybe weather the storm a little bit better. Because,
Yeah. I mean, Warner Bros. Is a shit ton of money. They got plenty of fucking money.
yeah, but
But they don't they don't really make fucking right choices. Remember they canned that Acme movie, the Coyote movie. They canned
Well,
that
that's because that
shit.
was a tax write-off. Like they wrote Batgirl and that fucking
like just because
The thing
Warner
was like,
Brother
and the
has
movie
money,
was fucking amazing as shit though. And
but
then
look,
they canceled they stopped the Batman Beyond movies. Like the one that would actually do
But
really
look,
good. They like
what you're saying Warner Brother has a lot of money. Doesn't mean that the games division is gonna have that much money. Like
Yeah,
Take-Two
but
is a gaming company, and they have they own like Rockstar, like so they make a lot of money off that. So maybe they're willing, and especially Ken Levine is like a legend in the business. Maybe that's why. And like when you think of Monolith, I don't know who runs that or ran that studio, or who was like the guy behind Shadow of War. That's the unfortunate thing. So I think that's why they're just they're not as big as Take Two, and they're just gonna look at it as like, well, we got to cut our losses and run, like kind of stuff. But it's like it didn't need to be like that. It didn't need to.
yeah,
They could have just. It's what I said earlier. It's like you had something that worked, and like maybe they might not have wanted to keep doing it. So you probably lose some of the developers and some of the maybe even some of the key staff. But you just like Monolith Productions clearly had hit uh hit after hit, and then especially
and no bangers.
with Middle Earth, the two Middle Earth games, that like, you know what, you guys are gonna make our Middle Earth games. Don't turn it into like an Assassin's Creed thing, but like, hey, you guys are gonna like just you're our Nemesis system guys. Make those Middle Earth games. You know, it's just like almost like they did with Rocksteady, where it's just like you guys are just making Batman up until like they're like, okay, go ahead and make Suicide Squad, but you're gonna make it a live service shooter. Like, I don't get that now. Look, but the thing is, look, now they're just like the big rumors is like, yeah, just go back to making just you're Batman. Go back to making Batman games. And like then there's that whole thing like that it's probably going to be a PlayStation exclusive, probably because they don't have the money to just like keep afloat. That they were just like, Sony came in and said, "Hey, we'll give you a bunch of money, make a Batman Beyond game for us, or make this game exclusive for us." And then like, I mean, I know they said that the sequel's being worked on, right? But like, probably officially announced that like, hey, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is gonna come out. They, I'm just, I don't know, when it comes to what the WB games, like that publisher, just their last few games were just, I don't understand what their thought process was, that they thought this
Cash.
would work, because you had like WB Games Montreal made Arkham Origins and everyone loved it. It's like, okay, fine, maybe you don't want Rocksteady to keep doing Arkham games, but like you had a studio that, like, I know you've played it, like Arkham Origins is good.
Yeah, it's definitely underappreciated. I mean,
Yeah.
like it was a little bit buggy, but it's good.
But like you could just be like, okay, well, this team, the studio, will now just do our Arkham games. Instead, they had them do that Gotham Knights game, which nobody likes, you know. And apparently, too, that was supposed to be more live service, right? Up until
Oh
they
yeah,
just
you
changed it.
you can fucking you can fucking tell it's a live service game because it's like, oh, collect. You got to get like these materials and these materials and these materials in order to upgrade your shit. So you could definitely tell, like the live service elements are fucking
They just got cut out before the game came out, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
like like you can tell it's there.
and you know what? But the thing is, we've also talked about it, like too, that like Suicide Squad necessarily wasn't like playing it necessarily wasn't like bad. Like it wasn't like this amazing game, but the thing is, the thing that really killed it was clearly that they were trying to drag out story stuff and make it a live service game. If it would have just been a complete game, that game probably would have sold well. If it's just like, you know what, it plays fine, whatever. It's not the Batman game we wanted, but like it's just a complete game. And it's not a live service thing where they have to drag out the story for a year. Like the game probably would have made a lot of money. And then of course, what like I talked about with multiverses. Why do you take the game offline or take it down and then like, oh, we got to retweak it and then bring it back? What was the thought process behind that? Just no, you have the game out and then just work on the game as you go along. People are gonna people were playing the game. People like the game. And then it's just gone. Now you all the momentum that game had, any of the momentum that game had is just gone. That's what I say. I don't like. I just and then of course you have Monolith. Oh yeah, go ahead, start making a Wonder Woman game for fucking years, and that's it. And then eventually we'll cancel it. The thought process is just is yeah, it is very baffling that they just went with these decisions. Because like yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised too if maybe in a year or two we hear that WB Games Montreal is closed. I mean, I think it was what, like a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago. Yeah, there was like that rumor that like WB Games was looking to sell, right?
I
I
think
swear that was a
yeah, or
thing.
just like, or they're just looking to sell IP off to the highest bidder.
Yeah,
Which
maybe
might
they
not be
should
the worst
just.
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they should just like look to just
And that's what Marvel's doing. I mean, they fucking with Marvel Rivals. Like, it's not like
Seriously. Yeah.
like that's what I mean. Maybe WB Games because yeah, they made a game division. I think Marvel. Like they just made a game division to just be like a publisher, and like yeah, hey, we'll just find third party developers to make our games. Maybe that's what WB Games needs to do. Like maybe they should whatever studios they actually have, just be like, look, you're not going to be our studios anymore. Don't shut them down, sell them off, but just be like, we're just a publisher. We're going to find third party studios, and you make games based off of this. Like they just license it out. Because clearly they're not good at trying to be an actual full-on publisher with multiple studios. Just you just license the shit out. I don't know.
Yeah, you can find people like studios that are like really like the IP that they want to work for. It's not
Well,
hard.
no, because that's the thing. I think that's why they should just do that because yeah, you'll find like there's gonna be a lot of developers that'll be like, hey, we'd like to make a Green Lantern game. We'd like to make a Harry Potter game. Maybe we could have had like a good Quidditch game. It was done by like a small team that's just like we just want to make a downloadable Quidditch game, and then it's like something that's very fun. Like it doesn't have to be this expensive thing done by a big team. Like what's that? What's it called? That soccer car game,
Rocket League?
Rocket League. Like obviously that's not a huge team that made that game on this huge budget. It was a smaller team with a decent enough budget, but that game got big. So a game like if somebody like a smaller team wanted to make like a Quidditch game, that you give them a decent enough budget, especially because it's a Harry Potter thing. Like yeah, that would probably like be huge for a while, or like a side-scrolling beat 'em up of just fuck any DC superhero, or even like yeah, some I don't know what Middle Earth / Lord of the Rings really works for. Maybe just more RPG stuff, but you could probably find
What about like
anybody.
the Return of the King game, bro? It's like a 3-player, like fucking we run through the levels and shit, right? I think everybody wanted that kind of style.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the few like good movie video game shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, at this point, it'd probably be like the thing is like that. Unfortunate thing for that is, I think if they were to be like, oh, we're just gonna be licensing out like RIP, that they would just decide to shut down the studios they have. I don't think they would sell anything off like that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
No,
It's
it's just gonna be back to getting just our Mortal Kombat's every like other year.
see, that's the other
Random.
thing too, man. Like, I'm getting worried that like, because WB Games, like, they're shutting down studios and doing this because it's like cost cutting measures. Like, I don't, you know, is it going to be a thing of where we lose the Mortal Kombat franchise, or would that be able to be saved somehow?
It's gonna say. I
Because
feel like that one's not going anywhere.
I mean, it did survive Acclaim, right? It did survive that.
And it's just it's one of the like really big fighting games out there with like Street Fighter and Tekken and shit that people do for those tournaments. So it's always gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a lot of not great stuff happening in the world of gaming recently. But unfortunately, there's not much that can be done. But yeah, let's go ahead and end it there because I know that at least you, Devin, right? You're gonna have to get off soon.
Yeah, I remember I got off a few times during this
Oh my god!
podcast.
All right, let's go ahead and end the podcast there. So what? Yeah, this was episode 45. Hopefully, we'll be able to do a. Hopefully, we have some better news coming this week. We'll see about that. I've been Everett, aka 2BCQ. JJ,
See ya.
Devin.
Grip it and rip it this week, boys.
Jesus. All right, until next time, we'll catch you later.